What's poppin', Tub Nation? Welcome back to Tub Takes. This is a VGC video podcast where we go over what's been making waves in the VGC scene. Today, I am joined by my co-host, Adi, at the top there.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tub Takes. We had two regionals this weekend, and we got a regional champion on the podcast. How you guys doing?
Good to see you again, Adi, considering that we didn't get to see you last week. I don't know where you were.
I did get my internet looked at. They did figure out the problem, so hopefully it's not going to happen again. We'll see.
But anyways, we have more interesting people to talk to, of course. Adi and we didn't attend any events this weekend. Maybe locals. I guess I think both of us went to locals, but that's not really.
I got top 8 at a cup. We
Wow.
don't need to talk about it.
I got top 4. I'll just one up you.
Wait, I lost to a Titan.
No.
Roshan beat it in finals. That's my story. We don't have to talk about the local anything on that.
No, we're done. Perfect. Okay, so anyways, coming off of a top 4 in Monterrey, Justin's first ever top 4. How you doing, Justin?
I'm doing great. It's kind of crazy that it's my first ever top 4. So
yeah,
quite nice.
I know you've been chasing this for a long time, so it's a long time coming.
Yep.
And also the Monterrey regional champion, Pengy. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure chatting with you guys, and I'm excited to do it on the podcast.
Yeah, congrats, of course. I'm sure a lot of people have a lot of questions for you about your team and stuff like that, so we'll definitely get into that when we talk about Monterrey. But of course, if you guys have any questions for our guests in general, put them in the Twitch chat. We'll be reading it as we go. If you're watching on YouTube, also leave some comments. We'd love to read those, of course. And if you are here now, but you'd actually rather watch this on YouTube or you won't be around for the whole thing, this will be uploaded on YouTube tomorrow. !YT in the chat. CK49 is the YouTube channel, because, again, every time I say that I should look into fixing the bot, I don't actually check.
Surely this week it'll work.
No, it hates us. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, it'll be over there on YouTube tomorrow. So, anyways, the first bit of news here is some minor stuff, though Adi was reading into it a little bit too much when he originally posted it, and I was like, all right, buddy, go ahead and, get on your soapbox. Not like actually he didn't post more than just a sentence, but like shiny bikes are here. The shiny bikes are coming to GameStop and what they call it, EB Games over in the UK, I think, and other regions. Yeah, you know what's funny is I don't even have... Okay, no, the picture's up here. But yeah, Adi, you were thinking that we're going to get Reg I back because of this?
Well, I thought we were going to get Reg I back for a while, and this just adds to that narrative.
Yeah, I guess that's a better way to put it. Where are you guys at, Justin, Pengy? Do you guys think it's going to be Reg I in December or whatever when we get our next format?
I think so.
My theory is that since we still don't have a release date for Champions, my theory, obviously the later we get, the less likely this is, but I think that they were maybe considering dropping Champions around December, and the idea is if they push it back, then we'll probably go back to Reg I.
Right.
Let's just do Reg G again.
We really might. I don't want it, but we might.
No, I think it'll probably just be Reg I until Champions comes out then.
Yeah. It's the easiest theory, but also maybe this is backing it up a little more that they want to have us play with these fun new bike legends. I don't know. And I guess thoughts on these guys real quick. Do you guys think they're cool or lame?
I like Koraidon. I don't like Maridon.
I'm with that. I agree.
Yeah, same here.
Right, got nice chrome though. It's like a nice.
He's aight.
It's all right. Yeah.
It's like crazy. I always like the shiny black legendaries or black shinies, like Rayquaza or whatever. Those looks good too.
It just looks so sick. I'm not like I think the thing is like Maridon actually has excellent colors already. I'm a big purple fan, so like I think it is just a downgrade.
Fair.
Yeah, that's super fair.
Okay. So, yeah, not much more to say about this one, except, make sure to go pick it up. We're also, like, almost Chi-Yu time, I think. Shiny Chi-Yu, the cool one, coming. Of course, not tournament legal for a while until, we come back to Regulation I or G or F or anything that lets it be tournament legal, but that one's coming up soon, too. Also coming up in this week, today on YouTube, if you're watching this now, is Las Vegas regionals signups. So you'll want to make sure 7 p.m. local time. I actually had to double check. I'm going to this tournament, but I was like, is it Mountain Time or is it just like West Coast? And I think it is just West Coast. So PST, 7 p.m. Yeah, make sure that you don't miss that one if you're planning on going. Who all here planning on going? Adi?
I am planning on going right now.
Nice.
Yeah, should be fun. I've never been to Vegas before, so I'm really excited.
Yeah, same. Justin, I saw your hand up. You're going?
Yeah, I want to go to Vegas. I was there like a while back when I was younger, but I think it'd be a fun time to go now. So yeah.
And I mean, it's going to be a strange question for the rest of the year, Pengy. Like, if you're going to events or not. I mean, it's just like you've already qualified for Worlds, of course, but there's not. We don't just play to qualify for Worlds.
Yeah,
so,
that's
what about this one?
Right. The qualification doesn't change anything about my schedule, but I'm also not doing Vegas, which makes me really sad. But right into LAIC, I kind of had to choose which one to go to, and I'd rather go to the IC, honestly. So even though I really like Vegas, even though everyone's gonna have a great time, tough decision, but I will not be there. Sadness.
Yeah, I mean LAIC is still a really cool one. The bigger stake tournaments are just so exciting. All right. So yeah, Adi, what were you gonna say?
So I guess the question is, how big do you think Vegas will be? Because I feel like Vegas probably has some pretty big convention centers, right? Like it's a city that's built to host these things, and I'm sure that a lot of people want to go to Vegas regionals. Flights will be very cheap to go to Vegas regionals. So I'm curious, will this be the biggest regional ever, or will they maybe not get the space for that, or I don't know. What do you guys think?
Isn't the convention center already confirmed? In the
what is the convention center? It probably is. I do not know.
have no idea. I think they posted it. They posted all of it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, if it's got a confirmed date, it's got a confirmed place. So
I would imagine that it's probably going to be pretty big, right? Like, surely you don't host a place like Vegas with tons of options and host in one of the smaller locations, right?
Right.
That's my thought.
Right.
Which is like I'm a little worried that it would fill up if it weren't hosted in a large enough venue.
No, I feel that. Yeah.
And as per usual, I would recommend signing up as soon as possible if you know you're going to go, or even if you think you're going to go, because you can get a refund for most of it this time around. So better safe than sorry.
Those good refund policies are definitely consumer friendly, so just make sure you get in there. All right. Yeah, I'm excited for that one, but yeah, I don't have any estimate on the guests because I feel like every time I feel like I know, I'm actually just dead wrong. So I feel like I'm with you. This could very well be big. It's easy to get there. It's easy to fly to.
Like at least like 700, 800, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think
it's gonna be bigger than that. I think it's gonna crack 1,000.
Pittsburgh's like 900, right? Or something like that. So it's gonna be like that, I feel.
Yep. Yeah, Pitt's also like been big before, and so did we do Pitt last year? Am I blanking? I don't think we did Pitt last year.
No, we did Pittsburgh 2 years ago. We did Baltimore last year.
2 years ago. Was Pitt 2 years ago really big? I feel like it was.
I think so.
It was the one that capped right away because we didn't have enough ducks. So it was like,
right. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, it would have been big. It would have been a lot bigger.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think Vegas is going to be big. I'm with you, Adi, although like I feel like I'm more modest, like 800, 900 or something like that. I don't know if it's 1,000 or not. Just because we're like late Scarlet and Violet, it's just not quite as exciting. Even though Reg H is a very divisive format, but it's not like so overwhelmingly popular that like everybody's going to it just for the sake of it. Champions, that's going to be a different story. We'll see what happens when that comes out. But okay, so speaking of other things that were supposed to come out, I think it was supposed to be tomorrow, that 17th of September. I don't know if that's announced in this one. Regardless, tomorrow was going to be something about the multi-day passes. I think you could sign up for them originally. That was, and they seem to have some kind of good policy for it, where if you got one but still qualified for the World Championships after you got it, you would be able to get refunded on that. So
the real question is, if I get one and I qualify for Worlds, can I not get refunded and still pick up my pass? Because I'm sure those are going to go for a lot more than what they
dang, and try to like give it to somebody else or something. Dang,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that angle. Oh God, these passes, dude. Honestly, that might be something that they're like thinking about, and that could be why they are delaying this is they haven't figured it all out yet. But
Mhm.
the multi-day passes, for some reason, I think it was just the multi-day passes were going live tomorrow, not the single-day passes. They said those were going to be at a later date, but it seems like the multi-day
Mhm.
passes are at a later date as well. This is largely important for people who are most interested in Pokemon XP, as well as people that would want to go to the World Championships as a spectator. If you're a player, and you're planning on trying to qualify for the World Championships, I mean, obviously not everybody can guarantee it or bet on it, but it would still be in your best interest to like maybe just get it because like if you're going, there's no harm in getting it. I'm actually in the camp where like if I did miss Worlds, which I feel like I'm pretty likely to qualify, but if I did miss Worlds, I might just not go. I'm kind of in it for the competition. It would feel bad going without competing, so I probably will not be getting a multi-day pass in advance. I'll get mine when I earn my invite.
Yeah, I kind of think that if I missed my Worlds invite and I wanted to go to Worlds, I would have someone who give me one of their spectator passes.
Oh, that's true.
Since I've given out basically all my spectator passes ever like the last 5 years, so I would hope
Right.
that someone would reciprocate at some point. But
No.
yeah, but like also, yeah, I feel like I would just get one because I think that like if you really wanted to resell a multi-day pass, we saw they were like $180, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like if you do get the World's invite, it's going to be worth even more than that because you can't get them otherwise. And I feel like if they don't do something about the resale market, I think even the ones that they put on sale right now are going to get scalped pretty immediately.
Ugh, God, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, I think you have to sign up right away if you want one.
I love that Pokemon is like this popular thing that everybody enjoys, but sometimes it does make just certain things so miserable.
God, that's miserable.
It's too popular. It's too popular. Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see on this one. We don't really know what reason they're delaying it. They just said like we'll give you more info later. So, Victory Road is doing their own. I mean, circuit is the word I've been using for it. It kind of feels like they're more so like building towards like a mega tour next summer. Like along the way, you can win the challenge tournaments that they host, the VR challenges, to get yourself a direct invite to the tour's phase 2. Let me rewind a little bit to kind of explain that, because that seemed to be something going on this weekend. I only found out from watching the stream at Frankfurt that they are rebranding Day 1, Day 2, and Victory Road is just kind of adopting the new terminology. I don't know if I'm going to be able to retrain my brain right away for this one. It's going to take an adjustment period, but basically, I think the way that it's working is we have these extra rounds now. We're playing Swiss +1, and that I think also got introduced in the TCG, and it is making their tournaments too big. Like there's just too many rounds to not be running an extra round on Day 1. But so basically they are cutting to what would be a Day 2 cut on Day 1, and then playing the first round of that on the first day.
Oh.
So imagine if we played Day 2 round 1 on Day 1. The thing was, the terminology of that would confuse a lot of people, because you'd be like, I made it to Day 2, but I'm playing again today here on Day 1. This is still Day 1.
Okay.
So they're renaming it Phase 1, Phase 2. So the first round of Phase 2 is played on Day 1. I think not even in video game. Like, I think we're just playing full Phase 2 on Day 2 like it is normal. I think
so.
this is maybe just a TCG thing that's kind of like hitting us at the same time. If anybody can confirm or deny this in the chat, this is basically how I've been putting it all together. Go ahead on.
Wait. So TCG, I have not heard about this. So TCG players have to play the first round of what normally would be Day 2 on Day 1 after they finish Day 1.
Seems like it.
We don't have to do that at any point for VGC tournaments.
I think our numbers don't reach
not
the
doing that.
numbers, yeah.
And Victory Road is not doing that for their online tournaments. It's just they have to rebrand what Day 1 and Day 2 is in order to accommodate that situation in some TCG tournaments, right?
I think so. I think that's what's happening, is just like Pokemon's just moving away from the Day 1, Day 2 phrasing, because it would be confusing in that instance. And so they're just going to try to start calling it Phase 1, Phase 2. Is anybody in the community really going to respect or adopt this? Probably not, especially in VGC, where our numbers don't really encounter this issue. But like for example, like to show you guys, I know that Victory Road was running the stream in Frankfurt, but let me go find it. I know that it was on the usage images. Yeah, like here. Let me open that. Um, that we can talk about these, like the details of these later. But you can see the top 12 Pokemon for Phase 1 versus the top 12 Pokemon for Phase 2. So,
Mhm.
okay, silly naming updates aside, let's go ahead and talk about what Victory Road's actually doing, which is almost like a no, actually it's not very comparable to any one for one thing in the real circuit. That basically all the winners are granted a bye to the phase 2 of this tournament, which I don't know if they ended up replying to Choppa giving an explanation. Oh, okay. They actually just don't know themselves yet. They are waiting to see what happens in Champions. But basically, you can earn yourself a bye. It seems like Zine has already won a bye in this thing because they said, yeah, a direct invite to the second phase of the tournament. And yeah, otherwise, just all the winners will get a bye this. They said that they run like about 20 tournaments in a year. And that ends up being about a $5,000 prize pool with their average entries. This tournament that they're hosting next summer will be free to enter as well. So just a big prize pool. Definitely really exciting. I mean, more reason to play in these when they were already like one of the best sources of practice online. But it's just cool that Victory Road is just putting more into the scene than they already do. I feel like they do so much awesome stuff. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
I never had a
Anybody
chance to
go
play
next?
these yet, but
Mm-hmm.
I both wanted to.
Have you not played in like any VR tour?
Not one I can really remember of. Whenever
Really?
I would play one, I would just forget. And like the one time I wanted to do as well, I like had a team, and then it was like so bad. Like, okay, I'm gonna bomb VR. I'm not gonna play in it. So it's been a long while.
That's pretty funny.
One thing I like about this, I like this system so much better than what every other circuit has tried to do in the past, where you have to, you get points for each qualification, and you qualify for the circuit, and they're really trying to get you to play in a bunch of tournaments. And this one, Victory Road, Victory Road, they are very competitive. They're not worried about getting people to sign up for the tournaments, and so I might not play in every single Victory Road, but it's going to be really, really exciting to have that big finale. And the fact that it's free means that it is going to be a massive, massive tournament.
Yeah.
And it's going to be super hyped that not only is it this huge tournament, but also these incredible players who win the Victory Road tournaments over the course of the year, like Shohei, are all going to be competing in this big, like huge tournament. That do we know when it's going to be? Does it say when it's going to be?
I think it just said summer somewhere in
Okay.
one of
I would
these.
imagine like maybe like July feels like a good time to have it because there's just nothing
Right.
there.
Right, but like think about it, like this is the pre-Worlds 5K tournament. People are going to
Yep.
show up like trying, like that's going to
Yeah.
be fun. As like a middle of Worlds prep break.
On Champions
Yeah,
too.
I think it's so good. Like I kind of agree with Adi that the whole like grind all of our tournaments to like get points to get to the finals feels a little bit weird for the online circuit when we're already grinding for a Worlds invite, and it's like really like it could be very, very difficult to justify playing in every single online tournament of a specific organizer just to get points to play in like one tournament at the end of the year. But this is just really, really cool. And even if you don't qualify, obviously there's not going to be that many people who get the bye because it's just the winners. But it's going to be
Mhm.
such a huge tournament that like I'm going to play in it. I feel like most people are going to play in it just because even if you don't win, there's going to be such good practice. Like people are going to be bringing like really serious try hard teams, even if it is 3-4 weeks before Worlds.
Right. It's just cool. It's just cool to put more high stakes tournaments out there. That's exciting. All right. So yeah, I guess if we don't have any other takes on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and keep us moving along though, because we got lots of tournaments to digest here. And yeah, we're gonna dive into Monterey first. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Gilberto here for I saw this like just before I was getting things set up for the show. But yeah, I think a lot of the sets from Monterey that were on the TVs are on YouTube now. So on this YouTube channel here, you can go and watch a lot of the games that took place there, which is really, really exciting. Because I don't know, we didn't get a stream for it, so I thought that they were just going to be lost. But no, you can in fact watch them, and I did actually have time to watch both of your guys' match just before we started, which is so funny. I was telling Justin it's quite amusing, but once you get in here, you can kind of just watch all of Justin's reactions here down in the bottom left corner because there's his head right there. I can't hover over it because the bar will cover it, but yeah, there's Justin. You don't get to see Pengy here, but yeah, Justin, every reaction to every play. You know, it's almost like you have the face cams of the official stream. But yeah, awesome that they recorded this. So exciting.
Yeah, really nice to see. I'm a little bit sad that they weren't able to get the sound because the atmosphere was really crazy.
Yeah.
Especially finals. I think you left, Justin, so I don't know if you were around for any of finals, but it felt like if you watched Wolf's EYC video, it felt like that on a smaller scale, where it's just like all of the really loud Mexican scene just chanting so good, like just constantly for Conseco. It was really sick. It was a really fun experience. So I'm kind of sad that that's not in the videos, but it's really nice that they recorded some games to at least like keep the a good amount of the games for historical purposes.
Yeah, I left to drop off my stuff, but I know they did the same to when Marcus was in the finals and married. They did the same to him. They'd always
Yeah.
chant out Mexico and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is really exciting. Unfortunately, though, I could completely understand their view on this because you are coming over there and stealing an invite from.
Oh, yeah.
So they're all rooting against you super hard. Like regional pride aside, like also it genuinely will make it harder to get a world's invite over there when somebody doesn't get taken out of the standings. For example, your opponent in the finals, Alexander, if they had ended up taking the whole thing, then people wouldn't have to worry about them. The invites would shift down by one. Of course, we all know how that goes from last year, but that is a reason to root for somebody from your region in general, just to go for a win. And then on the flip side, over here in NA, that's one more invite that's gone. So, one more invite that gets passed down. So, really fun. Really
Doing
silly.
my part to get my friends into Worlds.
Yeah, right.
Like a couple of my
we-
locals were in like the top 5 that missed last year, so like
Oh,
gotta help out the homies a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like last year we got very unlucky with the number of extra invites we got. We got only one from Internats because Wolf already had an extra one. We got Blank to NAIC and we got Ashton from LAIC. And then Marcus got hacked out of one in Mexico. So we only got one from Mexico last year. So yeah, it almost feels like this year I would expect a lot more Worlds invites. Like I would hope that it's a lot easier to get a Worlds invite because last year we kind of got unlucky. And you're Stefan doing your part to make sure that NA gets a little more representation at Worlds.
Yeah, man, I forgot we got so washed at NAIC. Oh god, we were supposed to get some invites from that one. God.
Nope.
Oh, tough look. Okay.
You got the
Let's
Worlds
go
ones,
ahead.
it's fine.
Let's go ahead and dive into the results of this one then. So, Pengy, we'll start with yours here. You ended up winning it all with what's funny is like you can't even pick exactly one Pokemon to be like that was the star of the show. I mean, obviously you'll tell us what was the star of the show truly, but like, you know, a lot of people are talking about Scyther. I've seen plenty of people talking about Garganacl. Not as many people talking about Sylveon, but in today's like economy, like Sylveon's not really seeing a lot of play. Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, Justin already knows about Sylveon. Sylveon did not see a lot of play. It was completely useless in the entire tournament and then carried finals.
Okay.
That was very funny. It was really cool, but basically, yeah, I mean the team is built around Garganacl. It's a Garganacl team. If you guys want the version 1.0 story, there's a whole team report on Adi's channel that I did after LAIC because I brought 4 of these Pokemon to LAIC in Sacramento and did
If
pretty
you
okay.
didn't know what a Moringa Berry did, you should have watched the report. Really, that's all I have to say.
So it does seem that pretty much everybody knows what a Moringa Berry does now. That was not the case last year. But yeah, so people do seem to know what the Moringa Berry does. I've heard from a couple of my friends that a lot of the people that they've seen discussing the team, the immediate thing that people are trying to do is figure out what Goodmon they can replace Scyther with. Don't do that. Don't do that. The Scyther So the statistic that the preface statistic is that over half of the games I lost because Scyther missed a game-winning dual wing beat, and it was still the second best Pokemon on the team. So
I'm gonna replace
it's
Scyther with a
very
Dragonite
good.
then. That makes sense. Now it can win.
Yeah,
It can
you
miss
know,
game-winning scale shot.
Yeah,
and
let's
I
go.
I know
can
the
get
role.
outsped by beat up Rage Fist. But yeah, no, it's no, Scyther's really good. Definitely one of the bigger parts of the team over the course of this weekend. It's really, really important to tie a lot of the team together. There's a lot of stuff this Pokemon does. It's just like I can't really get into all of it, but like it's a really good Pokemon. It has a really high BST with like a decent spread of like its stat spread is pretty okay for this format, and then it just gets to hold an Eviolite. So it's really, really good. Um, it's like the specific reason it was initially added was that I was having trouble with like a lot of various apes. Like they were all just varying degrees of annoying. Like Mouse Ape was annoying. The taunt Final Gambit apes were annoying, especially if they had Sash. That was annoying. So Scyther just kind of like wins against all of those, and then it also does really, really well into all of the various random other things that I needed help into that were just like marginally iffy. It's really good. It's a really good Pokemon. Sylveon was just there to counter King Gambits, and I only hit one in the whole tournament. So that
In the
was the
finals, then,
finals.
right?
Yep. I
Yeah.
played a King Gambit in the finals, and Sylveon was so good in the finals. It like if you only watched the finals, you would probably be like, wow, that must have been the MVP for the whole tournament. It came to two other games. One of the games it didn't do anything, and the other one I led it to bait Fake Tears Electroshot, and that was its whole job. So
Mm.
that not the most important Pokemon on the team, but it's my wife's favorite Pokemon, and it's really cool I get to say I won a regional with Sylveon. So
Yes,
it
yes.
definitely worth it.
And it played its part there. I think it got like 2 critical hits for you too, which is pretty awesome. So Sylveon putting in the work when it needed to.
Mm.
Yeah. So what's funny is the right side has all the like interesting ones. However, the left side not completely devoid of interesting things. I actually saw it come up maybe in your set versus Justin. Terra Fire on the instant. Was that like intentional or an accident?
Yeah.
I have to know.
No, so that was because I couldn't like I ran out of time on the building, which is why Sylveon was on the team. I was like, all right, I just need something for the King Gambit matchups. That was a Gastrodon last week, and I was like, wow, this is so good into everything that's not Black Glass's King Gambit. And I can't win against Black Glass's King Gambit. So I turned the Gastrodon into a Sylveon, and then got 10-0'd by Carry in with Black Glass's King Gambit and Covert Cloak Volcarona. I'm like, oh wow. My Covert Cloak Volcarona matchup is really terrible, but I can make it like a 2080 if I go Terra Fire on the Ensign, because then I resist both of the moves, and if I could chip it to 75, I could just one-shot it with the Ensign from there. So it wasn't relevant against the Volcaronas, because neither of the Volcaronas I played in the way that forced me to Terra the Ensign. But I used it into Justin because I it was like, I think it was the game I lost in that set, and I was really behind, and I was like, oh, I think if I'm Justin here, I respect Protect on the Garganackle, so I CC the Ensign, so if I Terra Fire, I'll live the CC, and then I'll KO the Sneasler back. And then Justin did not do that thing, and I lost.
Yeah. But it still came out. I just like when I saw it happen in that set, because as I mentioned, I watched it before the thing. I was just like, I didn't even notice it. That one completely snuck by me. Honestly, it was like it was open team sheet cheese. Like if I saw that happen to me in the game, I would be like grabbing the team sheet again and double checking. Like, Judge, this guy's cheating.
The only time I used it in the whole tournament was against Justin. So it did not work at all.
Over here we have all the weird guys, and then on the left side we actually have all the stab terras too. Ice, fire, and steel. Scarf Gold is actually like, I don't know, it's been a meta presence, like it's used commonly on that Elizabeth team, but it's not the most popular set for Golden Go, I would say, even though it is like one of the most popular Pokemon in the format. Was Scarf Gold feeling really good in the run? Was it like helping out a lot, would you say?
Yeah, it's the core 4 of like Golden Go, Garganackle, Ensign, Ninetales are really, really like that's the team essentially. The old team also had Scarf Golden Go on it. It's just really, really important for this team. It basically makes the team function because like just being able to just dish out really, really strong spread damage essentially shortens the game by like 2-3 turns and makes it pretty easy to get over the line with Garganackle stuff. Where like if I'm playing against a Terra Fire Annihilate or whatever, I know I just have to get it down to 50 if it Terras, and then even if it Terras, I can just kill it with the Golden Go. So with the Golden Go in back, a lot of the time, like I can focus on important targets on the opposite side and just be like, oh, all I have to do is get this into like 60% and then it dies to make it rain. Or like if I can get this below X, I can just kill it with this, and then that's kind of the end game I'm playing towards. Which is kind of nice because a lot of the time people don't even realize that that's what I'm doing because I haven't revealed the Golden Go. So they'll be like, oh, like I'm minimizing damage. But it's like, no, you're like, at this point, like I have you low enough. It's fine. I can just come out and like hit you with Shadow Ball, hit you with Make It Rain, and it synergizes super super well with the passive damage of Salkir and Stealth Rock.
Nice. Yeah. Totally.
Okay, so I have a question. I noticed your team has no water resists and no water resist Terras either. How was your rain matchup? Did you face any rain over the course of this tournament?
Totally free. Played it a ton.
Okay.
All right.
How would you play?
I played.
there.
I mean, I can grab my notebook really quick.
I think I have it on screen here as well. If you are looking at the
cool,
screen
yeah.
share.
It looks
Okay,
like
a
it's
ton
only
is
one.
actually. Oh wow! Hold on.
It looks like
Wow,
it was
you're
only
actually
one.
right. Holy crap! I play it a ton in practice, and I just like don't
Okay.
lose. Rain is super
Okay.
super easy for me in practice. I'm not really all that concerned about it.
Nice.
Wow, you're right. I only played Rain once. I have so many Rain matches in my head because my locals all play Rain. But yeah, I guess I didn't play it at the tournament. I guess I'll back that up at Pittsburgh. It's fine.
Right.
Okay. I'm looking at this
Yep.
team and I'm just like, man, I could just wave crash through this entire team. Is the first thing that I look at,
Nah.
You're gonna hold this Terra Ice freeze dry, okay, Adi?
They even kill
Okay.
Basket Legion.
Well, so Bastia Legion is, but like the thing about the Bastia Legion, right, is that if you're clicking Wave Crash, you're not killing. Like if I have an Incineroar, obviously, like if you're intimidated, you're not killing anything, and you're doing so much damage to yourself with Wave Crash recoil that it's just totally fine. Like I really don't care too much.
I think I'm killing your Ensign with my Wave Crash, by the way. You can't tear out of it. I'm killing it. I'm killing it with that Wave
you're
Crash.
definitely killing the Ensign, but like if I'm trading my Ensign for like an Intimidate and like 40% of your Bastia Legion, I feel like I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah, you can get some follow-up stuff for sure. All right, let's go ahead and jump over to Justin. Justin, I don't have too many team questions because we've seen this one before. Unless there's like some things that I'm missing and I'm overlooking that you changed, but
no, not really. Most of the spreads were the same. I adjusted the Goldango a little bit, but the team's still the same.
Yeah,
it's just good stuff. I've been playing this team since Toronto. Played it even before Worlds. I prepped a little bit before. Like my Worlds prep was most of my prep for Monterrey. Like before that, before Worlds, when I was playing for Gage a bunch when they released the ladder, and I prepped for some of the new teams with like internals and stuff. And I don't know. It's just a team that I think that it's one like the standard balance builds, like something like Frankfurt, something that it's very similar to what went to Frankfurt for the same Pokemon, but obviously the sets are quite different. Like different needs are set Instant over Arcanine. But the general idea of Ninetales, Rillaboom, and Goldango is very, very strong. I'm a huge fan of the Grassy Seed set just because I hate playing Life Orb, Speed Ties, Goldie. I think that's it's strong, but I really like the bulk from Grassy Seed. Grassy Seed was definitely MVP. Came up a whole lot during my run, and yeah, it's just like I just can play it best. Sheelan kind of makes fun of me a lot because during the GC he had this whole new team, and he was like, "I'm so lazy because I don't want to play new stuff because I can only play one thing." And I'm kind of Reg H1 trick right now currently, but hopefully I'll change that soon.
Playing what you know is still a really, really good way to approach things, as we've seen from a lot of the previous results in the past tournaments, Worlds, NAIC. Comfort is still very important. I guess I'll ask one question about the team is how is like Rock Dog feeling? Because that's the thing that like it's still not seeing a ton of meta presence outside of people running your team or something derivative of it. Yeah, how is it?
Yeah, Rock Dog's actually pretty good in my opinion. It's a little biased because I use Arcanine a lot by old teams before, but I think what makes Arcanine so good for this in particular is it's really hard to hit like stuff like Incineroar and like Fire Touch in general. Like a particular menace for a team like this is like Volcarona. Volcarona is really annoying for stuff like Goldango and Ninetales Rillaboom, right? And if that was like an Incineroar, you're still not like, I mean, you can resist the heat wave, but you're not really like threatening a KO onto it back, right? So I also like prefer Arcanine over Incin in general because it's just like a fast immediate attacker that still gets Intimidate, but it has like a lot more like go factor. I kind of hate how Incineroar plays in my opinion. Like every time I use Incineroar, it's like, it's a good Pokemon, but I'm not really good at that kind of like slow double fake out playstyle because that's something you can easily do, and that's what Lele had to win Frankfurt, of course. But that's a
Right.
totally different team. I just like how fast Arcanine is. It's also really good with the tailwind mode, and really good with the gives me another coaching option because I think some people kind of default this team to just like a fake out nasty plot team, which it is. But I also have a lot of strong physical attackers, so Arcanine's really good with the coaching.
I know. I think that I'm with you on that. Playing the like super support oriented instance bores me to tears. And if I'm playing Incin, like I do think like the way that Pengy's playing it here. I mean, even if it's not AV and it's like still safety goggles, parting shot. Like I just love having the attacks. I love running some offense on it because I just want it to be able to contribute to the game, not just be contribute to the KOs and not just be enabling something else. It's just so boring.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's I guess yeah, I don't know if there was anything else crazy from your guys' runs that we wanted to cover, but we're not doing like full team reports anyway, so let's continue to dive into the results. Alexander, honestly, Alexander's team here also boring as shit. I'm sorry. I mean, ultimately showing that probably comfort is a strong thing to be considering going into these events because yeah, if anybody sat down and got handed this team sheet and said like I've never seen this before, then that's probably their first time playing Regulation H.
Yeah, I think like it's a very very standard team. It's still pretty good. I think I I don't really like the Volcarona King Gambit stuff personally right now. I don't think it's like super super strong, but it is super skill expressive. So if you're
Yeah.
not really sure where to go with your building, I have a couple of friends who really are not sure what they want to do as far as like their next team. And if you don't really know where you want to go, but you're good at these pieces, they're skill expressive enough that if you bring this to Pittsburgh and you're like a day 2 player, you'll probably day 2 with this team. So I think it's a really good safety pick for people who aren't really sure where they want to go, but I don't really think it's super meta forward, obviously, and I don't really think it's even all that well positioned. But yeah, like you can just skill diff your way through a lot with these pieces.
I think set up King Gambit in general, which is sort of in a weird spot. Like you're not really a huge fan of like, especially Terra Dark. Like you're not a huge fan of like Terra Blast fighting Porygon, Sneasler, Arch, and Ursa are a big one. I feel like a team like this kind of gets run over by Ursaluna in the right scenario as well. But yeah, King Gambit's one of those Pokemon. It's like if you're really good at reading with it, because I mean you kind of have to make reads with Sucker Punch and such, then you can outplay a lot of your opponents. But I don't know how consistent that is for a really really far run. Like maybe day 2 is possible getting cut, but I can see us having a hard time like making it all the way.
Wait, what'd you say happens before a cut?
Oh, like they can probably like make day 2 or cut, but it's
Sorry, what did you say again? What was that? I'm confused. What make what?
Oh, like I could see like make cut or like day 2, but
Day 2? That's confusing. What do you mean by that? Do you mean phase?
Oh,
phase 2. You meant phase 2.
Bro, you have me stressing. I was confused. Gaslighting me. I was like, did I say something wrong?
It took me a minute to catch on to that
Yeah.
as well.
I was actually
like,
sitting on this bit for when Pengy said, "This is if you're a day 2 player, you should use this team." And I was like, "I'm gonna interrupt him, but actually, I'll let him finish." I was gonna be like, "You mean a phase 2 player?"
Yeah, you didn't say it to him. You said to me. I was so curious. I thought I said something wrong. I was like, did I trip my words?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very solid. Like you guys were saying, like it's a good sandbox team. It's got good tools. But yeah, I there's certain things that people are very ready for this team, but still you could kind of like keep yourself like a moving target. Like if they're really good into King Gambit, maybe you lean a little bit more on Volcarona and stuff like that or whatever. You can play to different strengths depending on what your opponent's rocking.
I think something else that was really kind of from what I was hearing from the people that played against Conseco, like I think he also paired into a lot of teams that really struggled with one of the 2 modes, because I think a lot like one of my perspectives coming into this tournament. I don't know if you kind of felt similar, Justin, but like I was looking at a couple of different like matchups that I was not punting, but that were going to be worse. And I ended up settling on I will like accept that my Covert Cloak Volcarona matchup is going to be significantly worse, just because I just don't really think that many people are going to be running Covert Cloak Volcarona right now. And I was also considering that for Gambit, because Gambit usage was also like feeling like it was trending downwards. I think it was top 12 in day 1 of Frankfurt, but it wasn't in top 12 of day 2 of phase 2.
You
But,
got it. You got it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, I think overall, like you were saying a little bit, you can really kind of lean on one or the other, because a lot of teams are not built to just farm both.
Yeah.
So like, obviously that does kind of come with its own problems, where if I have a team that's super good into King Gambit, I can just kind of assume that you're going to lean on Volcarona and maybe focus a little bit more on countering that. So it still has issues, but it's still like you do have those options, and I think that does kind of, if you hit a good schedule, you can do really, really well with it.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same. Like dodging some kind of teams. Like my Sun matchup's not like amazing, and I already knew like Sun. Like no one really knows to play Marco Sun or the Joe Sun team, right? And it's like those teams are quite volatile, so I think people tend to avoid them. And there's some other matchups like that too, but I try to cover as much as possible. Like as long as I knew like how to play the matchup at least, that was more than enough for me, really.
I wanted to talk about Alexander's phase 2 run, as you would say, as the kids say nowadays. Because you brought it up, and I was looking it up, and it is kind of crazy because he played the same team 3 times in phase 2, basically. Like the first 2 teams are the same team, and then the next one is for the same 6 Pokemon. And then in Top Cut, he did play 2 like Sinistcha teams as well. They're not exactly the same, but I think the King Gambit team generally does pretty good into those teams. So like I don't know. I feel like you're right. He kind of did hit a lot of favorable matchups in phase 2 and in Top Cut.
I think like that'll happen too, right? Like that's not an indictment of him as a player or anything either. He played super well, but I think that is kind of what you are hoping for when you play Gambit Volcarona in this exact moment.
Yeah, and the other thing I think in general about this format, and part of why I like this format so much, is that good matchups are not auto win matchups. Sometimes in restricted formats, it feels like you immediately win, but even here, when you're using a team that's as fair as this one, a good matchup means it's like a 60-40. Like you still got to outplay your opponent, and I think outplay, or there's obviously a lot of variance to this format as well. So you have to play around that variance when you have a favorable matchup, and I think that's very skill expressive too. So I definitely don't discredit the player at all, but I think it lends credence to the idea that this team was a really good medical, and he hit some good matchups over the course of phase 2 and Top Cut. And I'm gonna keep saying phase 2. I have to make a point to say it every single time.
Yeah, right. I know. Well, Victory Road's already doing a good job of it. They're immediately adopting it, dude. They're getting right on it.
I don't want to adopt it.
I know. I'm with you. It sucks. It sucks, but it's also really funny. So we're gonna keep saying it. Okay. In terms of other teams that were noteworthy, we'll just kind of like hit the highlight ones here before moving over on talking about like Frankfurt. But William Brown still doing some crazy stuff with the frog. I was actually at a local talking to Rafael Vergara, who's a very he's a casual but very competent VGC historian. And I was like, yeah, Billy was telling me he thinks this is probably the best Greninja finish out there. And then he's like, no, Alberto won Salt Lake City, Utah 2015 with Greninja. And I'm like, okay, right, you're right. My bad. I forgot that, 10 years ago, there was a solid Greninja regional win. My bad.
Wait, did Greninja not win on the Eevee team at some point?
I don't think Greninja was on the Eevee team.
What Eevee team?
Why would it be on Eevee? He's talking about
back in
Z Eevee. He's probably talking about like Z Eevee stuff.
They were using like Mat Block, weren't they? Was that not a thing?
Oh, maybe. I don't think it ever went deep on that one though. Justin, do you know what Z Eevee does?
No, yeah, I know what it does. I just didn't know Greninja was a thing with it.
Well, do you know what Mat Block does? I guess you might know that one too.
I think so. It's like it blocks. What does it block? It blocks something. I forgot what it blocks exactly.
Oh yeah, it's in the name, Justin. You figured out that much. Good job.
Yeah.
It blocks mats.
Yeah. I forgot what it is exactly, but I know there's something funny.
I'll throw it over to Pengy. Do you know what Mat Block does? You've been playing a while.
I have not been playing in any format that Greninja is relevant, but I'll take a shot in the dark. I think map lock, it blocks. It's like a protect on both sides, but it doesn't have priority.
You got it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
It
so
Oh, knew it.
it
Man,
blocks all incoming damage, assuming Greninja moves first.
I
So
was close enough. I said it blocked something.
yeah, you did get that.
Blocks something.
Excellent. Anyways, yeah, this team's pretty funny. You can water shuriken the Ave, you can water shuriken the Arch. It also has some of the worst type diversity since seeing like Hoja's team from the GC. There's 3 water types right here, 3 ghost types. It's pretty funny to see. But yeah, still
Cores
really, really
are a
cool.
lie. Cores
Yeah.
are a lie.
The type chart is a lie. Just overwhelm them with
Yep.
damage of your favorite flavor.
Number big, good.
Yes. So that one's really cool. I skipped over Jonathan's team here. This is kind of that like all in. Did Joe use this in the GC?
He used the same 6, but he had the pop bomb and scarf ape, which
Oh,
kinda
you're right.
goofy.
You're right. He had the
Yeah.
funny sets.
Yeah.
Oh, I left the Discord call. Let me get back in there.
Hey,
I went to go
Hello.
open the
Welcome
thing
back.
that Adi.
welcome back.
I went to open the
Tom.
pop-up that you linked, Adi, and then I clicked the hang up button really easily. I'm like,
Oh.
Anyway, I just had to prove my point. I wasn't making shit up. It did get there was an EV that got top 8 at a region 2018.
Okay,
Sorry,
let me
an
open-
EV Greninja team.
Let me first make
Um,
sure that.
You
Let me
don't
first
close
make sure
Discord.
everything. I guess let me check the audio. Okay, wait, Adi talk.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Audio seems to be back and visual seems to be back. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. And,
Wait,
and
did you
I'm sharing
close
my
the
screen with
stream
y'all.
too?
Yeah, no, I did not do that. I did not do that. I just killed Discord. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
So yeah, wait, you linked me something. Let me go ahead and grab that now a little more carefully. I
I-
was trying to open it very fast.
I was just proving my point. That I'm not going crazy. Greninja did get top 8 at a regional with EV in 2018. With Maplock. This was the one that the crazy Komodo set won, the Belly Drum Komodo. So,
Oh, there it is, dude.
Yeah.
Seeing the results on the website like this looks so weird. Oh man, we don't look at
This is
Wait,
what I
they,
use in
they
all the
misspelled
2018
Figgy Berry in the results here, dude. Who was typing that in manually?
Isn't
They
it
actually-
crazy that we are looking
Wait.
at results the day after the tournament from every single player in the tournament now, when back in the day we would have to wait like a month or 2 months to get this breakdown of just top 8.
Really?
It
Yeah,
wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but like, yeah,
it was that bad.
They were.
It was
This
it was,
official one was always lagging. Yes. Also,
Yes,
it has Figgy
and you
Berry
didn't
twice,
get
by the way.
the open team sheets from anyone else. No one else was going to post the team sheets, so you didn't know their teams.
No, that part was so blessed, so blessed.
You had to
could
like
run
go on
something
stream
heat.
and like scrape
and
it from the
then
stream if
nobody
you
would
wanted the
know.
teams.
Yep. Okay, back to the current day. Let's not reminisce too much, but yeah, this is kind of just like all in on Ape Team, and I actually think we'll see a bit more of those types of strategies over in Frankfurt as well, doing really well. Just like Ursa, Luna, Blood Moon, and I guess to some extent Tyranitar can do well. This team actually usually features a Ninetales in the Tyranitar slot. Which is funny. I actually think Michael Wong down here also replaced a Ninetales with the Tyranitar. This is kind of like Justin's team, but made it better. I actually played against Michael Wong, I would have to assume, a number of times on ladder, because I kept seeing this and just being like, oh, they just made Justin's teams better. They just made Justin's teams better. Because yeah,
He actually, I have to talk to him about it. He hit me up about the T-Tar. I still don't really. I get why it's there. I think it helps versus the King Gambit stuff. I still like Ninetales though. That's so good.
yeah. Well, you did unfortunately do better, so they can't actually talk shit. So unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. The original's still there. Okay, let's see here. Anything else? Oh yeah, Marcus's team was interesting. I'm probably actually going to be trying that one out for myself. Maybe on stream tomorrow. It just looks fun to play. I mean, I don't think everything here is brand new. There was like a popular maybe Japanese team that used like Faint Mouse Specs Gold that I remember, and Sash Bass is a really cool best of one closed sheet tech that we saw do well in some of the GCs, but bringing it over here to the best of 3 scene, this team, it just looks crazy fun, crazy cool.
Yeah, this team
Yeah.
was really annoying to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I lost to Marcus in round 8. Faint and Super Fang next to a Specs Gold is so annoying. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shilang used this for the GC, and
Right.
Marcus asked him about it. I think the only change he made to it was the ape set. I think Shilang was citrus in the GC. He's added on the
Mhm.
goggles, and yeah, it works in the GC, works in BO3. I'm a big convincer of strong BO1 teams do work in BO3.
Right.
I think Shilang also based off the concept, like you said, like off a Japanese player. I believe the original version had a Rillaboom over Ensign, and I think it was an
Mhm.
Ursula and a Blood Moon over the ape. But I think the 8 makes a lot of sense because I think the team had some issues versus Among Us and some other stuff. But yeah, it's a very strong team. Like I think Mouse Gold in general is busted. Either one specs or the Life Orb ones. Either one is annoying with a Super Fang Mouse. And Faint just adds that extra mind game. So yeah, this is a very strong
Mhm.
team.
And very helpful against a number of things in the format, whether it's Sash or multi-scale. Not really wide guard, but yeah, just any protect. That's pretty dope. So it technically would work with wide guard too if you wanted to be clicking make it rain in front of a wide guard thing.
Yep.
And
I
Evil
really
Ape.
like
I'm always a fan of Evil Ape. Go ahead, Pengy.
Oh, I was just gonna say I really liked Cybertron's team from this tournament. I thought that was crazy, really cool. He was running
Oh yeah.
Scarf, Soap, Pelipper. Like
Mhm.
this just, and also Sash Bask, but this looks so fun to me. Like so goofy fun. Fake Tears next to Golden Ghost. Like I mean, this actually just looks like a CTS team. But he got top 16.
Of course.
So
Definitely.
like,
Well, it is a CTS team though. This got rank 1 in the last Battle Stadium for Gage.
That's what I remembered. Yep.
And I also played his 3 times in the GC, and I also played Aaron. So I put his team 4 times in the last like 2 weeks. It's really annoying. Aaron made it very very close, and yeah, just a combination of just you can just literally do limbs plus anything with this team, and you call it a day. Like maybe not with the Bask, just like limbs plus special attacker and a Bask in the back to clean up, and it kind of functions kind of similar to Marcus' team, except just a lot more hyper offense, right? You just need
Right.
to tailwind, click buttons, and call it a day.
It is actually wow. It is 5 special attackers. You don't see that
Yeah,
every
right.
day. But building around fake tiers, if you're gonna lead Wim almost every time, is a pretty good way to go about it, I guess. And
Yeah.
I think my favorite part about this team, aside from it being like every non-traditional item on a rain team, like all the weird sets, is the Terrifying Blast Gold, just saying like, we don't got time for a nasty plot. I'm actually just gonna run over everything, and if you try to put a steel type or an Incineroar in front of me, I'm gonna hit that too. Like that's just dope.
Yeah.
That's funny. Such an aggressive team. Man, Brandon Davis doing some weird stuff
that
with
team was
Flamigo.
so fun too. Like
Lumberry.
this is such a cool team.
There's so
I
many
still
crazy
don't
teams.
get it. This is
Stalwart.
insane. Like, it's a tail room team, but there's a Flamigo on here too. The Terrifying's cool though. I like Terrifying to dodge the fake out with the second terrain, but
Yeah,
this
that
is
came up in one of
insane.
my set against him, but like it's
Yeah.
just so like I don't know how I feel about double dual wing beat, but I think like the idea is that you just bring one of the two depending on the matchup, and like the Flamigo is really really he used it into me, leaned on that pretty consistently, and then in his play-in set, the only top 16 match that got played. I was watching that one because I was gonna play the winner, and he leaned really, really hard on the Salamence. Like the Lum Salamence went crazy in that set.
Mm-hmm.
Like just being able to dual wing beat the Volcarona, just like it got first turn, like first hit, burned every single time. He's just like, I don't care. Like this is what the Lum is here for. And, it was really really fun to watch him play that set as well. He just played so aggressively as well, just leading with like Mence Ursaluna and just clicking like Tailwind Headlong Rush turn 1. Just like I don't care. Like you're not hitting my Ursaluna. I'm just gonna blow you up. And it's a lot of pieces that I think are really really cool. So I like that team a lot as well.
Oh, it doesn't look like it made it. I was gonna say I thought that every single arch ability made it into top 8, but if you do extend that to top 16, I think every single arch ability is there. Stalwart, sturdy, stamina. That's actually so goofy. Um, hilarious. Yeah, Max, I see you in the chat. I thought I saw you top 16 right here, but I think your stuff looks kind of boring. I mean, like, to be fair, you cut out the Amoongus. Not everybody does that. They usually run the 5 with Amoongus plus these 4. But you cut out the Amoongus to get both Ape and Dragonite in there, so that's decent. Len's team, you need us to look at Len's team. Len actually didn't Len use almost exactly this at LAIC.
This is exactly what he used at LIC.
Volt Absorb, dude. It still pisses me
Yeah.
off. This team would love to turn off Intimidate. No, it
Dude,
wouldn't,
my
Alex. You're so
matchup
stupid
into
for
this-
suggesting it.
My matchup into this becomes so terrible if that Kilowattrel is competitive.
I'm same
It
here.
was, I don't know. Like the fact that the Kilo was Volt Absorb made this so much more playable for me.
Len, come on.
I faced in the GC and I was playing around competitive the whole time. I forgot he was Volt Absorb because I didn't bother opening the LIC. He just I was like, oh yeah, it's just all these standard sets that Len likes to run, but it's
Don't
Volt
worry,
Absorb
Justin.
for some reason.
Even if you had the sheet, apparently a number of people still just didn't play around it. Like he said, like he was just getting electroshoted on his Kilowattrel like several times.
Oh my god.
He wrote his team sheet in English. That was the problem.
Oh my god. But no, you don't anyway, I get you. But yeah, yeah, it's goofy. Actually I have a funny story from last LAIC is after like at the literal like Sunday after LAIC had ended, I was just laddering and I queue into like Len's team and I'm just like, and like it's like all the exact same like spreads and stuff like that. And I'm like, I have to be playing against Len right now. I think I was playing against Len on his flight home. Like, bro literally played an internets and then was like, you know what? Let's get in-flight Wi-Fi. I'm feeling like hitting up the showdown ladder right now. Like that's next level of just addicted to the
That's where he used
game.
to
Hell
go.
yes. That is
Let's
go.
go.
It is go. Man. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other teams in the top. Man, there's a lot of things just sneaking by. Meowscarada, I'm assuming that's Pledges. Yeah, Pledges here.
No, we got a lot of teams to talk about in Frankfurt as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think we'll just keep it moving. Go ahead, Audie.
No, that's it. That's it. I mean, I don't know if there's any like other crazy teams we want to highlight if we want to do a once over, but like, I mean, there was a lot of cool stuff in day 2, but this was a smaller event.
Yep.
And so yeah, I kind of want to focus on the top 16.
Yeah. Let's just keep it moving then.
And the top cut.
Roth's team. Let me see the Roths. What did they do?
It's that you just clicked on it. It's the Masquerada.
Oh, it was the
team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. That's pretty funny though that Max pointed out the only P2 to make day 2. I mean, I know the Duck's been doing bad in like it was doing poorly in the late format. Marco Fierro was kind of carrying it on his team, but wow, that's tough. I guess we'll have to see if there's any good P2 teams over here. Am I seeing it in top 16 here? I think I'm not.
I just think P2 is so washed. Like
it's over.
it just can't. Just the existence of all of these ape sets,
Oh my god.
you just die so hard to all of these various apes.
Yes.
That's a fall off. The top was only 64.
Yes,
that's
not even
crazy,
top
'cause
32.
The P2 Ursa teams were doing so well in Victory Road Tours before this tournament. So I kind of thought it would do a little better.
Dragonholt also still struggling to break it past top 64. In fact, Nil's the only person in day 2 with it. There's just like a lot of like early meta guys that were like crazy good in Regulation H. The first run around like early on in those ones that just really cannot keep up with how the meta is now.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I think like we're in that really weird phase right now where a lot of these various Pokemon like P2 are so hard checked by some of the really, really common pieces like the Annihilate, but as we see more people trying to specifically counter pieces like Annihilate, Dragonite, maybe the Ursalunas, maybe Golden Go, the ability to utilize some of those pieces might go back up if you're not worried about pairing into Taunt, Final Gambit, Annihilate in 30% of your games, right? So, because also like bulk up ape seems to be making a little bit more of a resurgence. Like even if the ape usage is not going down, the Taunt Gambit ape usage does seem to be going down just a touch. So if that trend continues, maybe we see P2 coming back a little bit. But right now, it just feels like it's such a hostile environment for it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna look real quick here because I wrote some quick notes on these. Oh, Zoom levels are not matched, but for the day 1 versus day 2 transition, the main ones that I was noting in my own look through is that double dance falls off hard. That Volcarona King Gambit composition. We see that they completely disappear here going into day 2. And what else is it? Guts Bear also falls out really hard off of day 1 versus day 2. Oop, I'm not saying it. Phase 1, phase 2, of course, phase 1, phase 2. And then the things that surged were Rain. Archaladon's, here, and I'm actually, let's see if that number goes up. 19 versus 25, so it does go up a decent amount. And then Pelipper and Basket Legion break into the graphic. And Ninetales also breaks into the graphic when it wasn't previously. Going on to win actually both of the events over this past weekend. And Justin, you were also using Ninetales.
Yep.
I think Ninetales, though, didn't... I think it, really fizzled out in Frankfurt's cut, if I had to remember. I think...
Oh, wow, yeah.
Let me go ahead and pull it up.
Well,
What am I looking for? Is it
Ninetales?
start with an N?
There's just
Yeah.
2 of them in there in the top
There we go.
16.
it won.
But it
Yeah,
did
it
win.
did win.
But it did win. Yeah, I think it the fact that it had such a high usage, but also I don't know. Anyways, there's Grog right there. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Ninetales just doing so well right now. I mean, there's a number of reasons, but I guess I'll just throw it over to you, Justin. What do you think's the reason that Ninetales is surging and doing so well right now?
Well, I think good speed control is one thing. A lot of Ninetales that are seeing usage, even the one that I'm using, the one that won Frankfurt, this fast icy one is really good. I think it's really hard to find really reliable speed control in this format that's not Prankster Tailwind, etc., or Tailwind Dragonite. And Ninetales kind of does that best while also giving you Water, which is so good at it gives you a way to play against Rain and Sun, which I think is a really big thing because I think it's really hard to have hard counters into Rain, but Ninetales makes it really playable. And it's also a Pokemon that has Water that doesn't rely on using Water abusers, right? Ninetales is kind of Pokemon that supports the team on its own, and you don't really need no one's running Slush Rush with Ninetales, right? I mean, I think there's a Frostmoth that did well in Frankfurt with it, but that's
True.
a really, really niche thing. That was kind of cool, I guess. But usually, Ninetales can carry its weight with its own support and its utility, like Blizzard, Encore, Disable, Aurora Veil, right? It gets a lot of good disruptive moves as well. So yeah.
Yeah, literally you can pick whatever you want its moveset to be to tailor to your team. It has all of the options available. Adi, I'm seeing no Titan though.
No, you have to go to DMV locals for that.
Oh,
I'm scared. I haven't gone to one yet. I got to be Orbis a Titan now.
Yeah, it got second place. It beat being cut.
Oh shoot, I'm worried now.
I think one of the things Ninetales as well, the biggest thing I think it has going for it, that it's the speed tier, right? The speed tier is so good for it, where it does allow it to have, if you want it to be speed control, like Justin was saying, 177 is a really good speed tier. You outspeed basically everything, and then even if you don't need the speed control, on my team, it can outspeed basically everything and just click Aurora Veil, and it makes things way, way harder. And the other thing as well that you never build with this in mind, but if it's the fastest thing on the field, if you want, you get a 20% chance to freeze something. You just click Blizzard. It does come up. I think I saw, Justin, you tweeted that a freeze got you into cut.
Yes.
I had a match where I think it was my round 9 match. That was one of those really funny ones where I think I lost game 1 to a dual wing beat miss, and then game 3 I just Blizzard froze the arch turn 1. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, there we go, locked up, let's go. And there's so many of those small things that Ninetales has. Fairy typing's another really nice one. There's just not any good fairy types in this format outside of just Ninetales, and Primarina's fallen off really, really hard, but I guess Primarina.
No.
But it just has so many of those small individual things. It gets Disable, it gets Encore, it gets so many things that you can just tailor to whatever you want it to do. And all of that on the back of that speed tier means that it can do all of those things on basically any team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, exactly. It's such a toolbox Pokemon. It really can do whatever your team needs it to do. And I want to point out the top 16 Ninetales, Mikal and Nerrit, who use a Life Orb Ninetales. and said, I actually need this to be like an offensive fairy type, and clicked fairy Moonblast, or yeah, life form Moonblast, excuse me, with Ninetales. And it's like, yeah, cool. Like it can do that too if you needed to.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I do think it's cool that Ninetales. I think Ninetales is really good. Partially because Life Form Luna is really good. Dragonite's really good. Like it does like offensive ice coverage is generally really strong right now. But also, yeah, it is just so flexible, and it feels like it can slot into any team if you find the right set for it.
I was not listening for the past like 3 minutes. Did you guys say you just use it to spam Blizzard and get freezes? Is that what we were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
100%.
That's
Okay,
literally it.
Okay, yeah, that's what VGC has come to. Then fine, so be it. I'll play into it. I'll run Titan so that I have 2 Pokemon immune to Blizzard freezes, and I'll be safe at all times.
Well, that's what the Garganacl is for, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
Like, why do you think I'm running Purifying Salt? It's for the blizzards.
It's for the Blizzards. Yeah. Okay, genius actually. Okay. So yeah, then let's actually launch into talking about Lele's team here, Manuele Brigante. He actually used, I believe, a very slight variation of the team that won the GC. We were just talking about how best of 1 teams can do plenty well in best of 3, and that continues to be proven true here as this Yawn Ursaluna. Now, I will say this team probably has some elements that would lend itself well to doing well in best of 1. You might not see the Yawn or the acrobatics coming immediately when you just see the 6 Pokemon in team preview. But that said, it won Frankfurt, the first tournament in Europe, a very large tournament, with all of these different sets, proving that they can really go the distance. Acro Sneasler was definitely on the rise for this one, and yeah, it's really cool that it doesn't even have Dire Claw. So first off, nobody can cry about Lele hacking you out with Dire Claw Sneasler. Maybe he froze you with a blizzard. I don't know. Somebody can let me know or not. But the Sneasler, a very honest Pokemon, very good at getting rid of other Sneaslers. That's probably the best part about running Acro Sneasler is Sneaslers sometimes just look at each other and they'll say like, I'm gonna Dire Claw you to break that sash and also roll the dice. This one's just very active. Like, I'm gonna kill you in 1 hit and not think twice about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think one of the other things that's been a little bit overshadowed, or not overshadowed, but like it just like maybe underappreciated in this format as a whole is Yawn is just so good in this format. It's just so oppressive and forces your
Yawn did
opponent
win
into
both,
such weird
huh?
positions. Mhm.
Yep.
That's crazy. It's a Yawn. Although you said Sylveon was not as big in your run. And from what I saw, Blood Moon was pretty big in Lele's run. But still,
Yeah.
Yawn won both. That's actually kind of based. That's hilarious.
And it's such a cool like playstyle because you get to you have both the fake out guys, so you can
Mario and
pivot
Luigi.
into your fake out on the turn they're forced to switch and make sure your fake out is live. And you also have the 2 setup mons, so you have ways to like consistently get those guys set up consistently to sweep. And I think that so much of this format is enabling your setup sweepers and finding different ways to enable it and finding counterplay to that counterplay. And so this is just a different way that people aren't maybe expecting. And it's cool that now you can very consistently get your Blood Moons off, which is always the Ursaluna problem, right? But now if you yawn something, you always have a Blood Moon to that slot if you want it. Yeah, I honestly I want to try this team out. I've kind of already picked the team in Pittsburgh, but I think this team is like it's almost like you get to pick your spots, and you're constantly cycling, you're constantly playing the slow game, and then whenever you want to, you can click Blood Moon, you can click Swords Dance, and you can just go off to the races. And so, yeah, I think this team is really cool.
Yeah. The Acro Sneasler is really cool. I think like having an answer to Volcarona, like Knights mentioned, is really big for Goldengo and Ninetales. And I think like Goldengo teams also struggle versus like Mouse Ape. But now you have like Sneasler Willow to like really pressure that, and also like Blood Moon with the Yawn is also really good versus Annihilate in particular. So yeah.
It can do well into a number of different archetypes depending on what you need from it. I mean, the Double Dance team that we were talking about kind of fell off towards the second day here, but like this Sneasler beats both of the dancers. You can just close combat a King Gambit. You can acro Volcarona. Like they're just having a miserable time.
Yep.
And this is like the only Sneasler that reliably tanks scale shots too, which is kind of fun. Grassy Seed really works well for it there. Honestly, no, Psychic Seed definitely has its moments against like Golden Goes Make It Rains, but yeah, that +1 defense can get you out of some cool jams. All right, so yeah, really, really cool team, and congrats to Lele for winning it all. With honestly, Instant Rilla, I know that sounds like Instant Rilla is so good, but it actually didn't do like amazingly in the previous run of Reg H. In fact, you'll see like Rillaboom is only with like 1 in 4 Instant teams have a Rillaboom, and like up at the top, like there's a couple, but it's not like the meta staple combo that it is like in the restricted formats, but so it's actually still like even it's not like creative, but it's also just a little funny to see because you don't see it on every team. Okay, no, I don't think we need to be doing Swagger Grim Snarl stuff. I think we're cooking a little bit too much with that one. I'm sorry to say.
I love when I miss my setup move.
No. I actually like the White Herb. White Herb seems like a cool one. I haven't actually played enough with it myself, but from Justin seeing White Herb on your team, I'm like, dang, this is actually pretty consistent. You can activate it yourself. They'll activate it for you. It works on Icy Wind. That one pisses me off. I'm like, you're supposed to get slower, not faster. Okay, so yeah, let's see what other teams are we're talking about. Victor, your team is boring as shit. Congrats, of course, to Victor for doing well with this one. He technically like did do some slightly out of the box things, which is you don't normally see Terra fighting Arch on this
Terras
team.
were cool.
And then flying on the gold, you don't normally see on this team as well. So
right. Well,
Go
and
on.
so Terra fighting Arch was normally on the Elizabeth team, which had the Sinistra, which is what Victor had been using for all of Reg H, or not all of Reg H, but for a decent chunk of Reg H prior to this. And so it's not surprising. I guess maybe that's comfort for him, or maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he just likes that set. But yeah, obviously did really well for him, and kind of incorporating elements of what he was used to using into the like most standard team in the format.
Before I forget, I want to mention Smart Monies because we did pick those, and MDB picked Victor. What's really sad is I almost should have posted the clip to Twitter, but like he did say like I have a secret one that I'm not going to reveal, which was Zine. So he's like, I think that's my Smart Money. Guess I'll pick Victor for second, and like, oh god, dude.
No.
Victor is quite good at getting second. As much it's like the thing is, I told him when I was like sending my congrats is like he is genuinely a very inspiring player right now. He's putting up crazy results. The fact that he hasn't gotten that like title like for himself is it's tough to see, but like he is so consistently good and also the nicest guy. So always rooting for him. Yeah, crazy. Go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, he's the best. Before he made cut, he DM'd me. He was like, "Okay, so I'm gonna win Frankfurt, and you're gonna win Monterrey," and it didn't happen.
No.
Yeah, he jinxed both of us. It was funny though. But yeah.
That's why you lost all the speed ties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Victor's curse is too strong.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then some decent ones. It looks like MDB actually nailed Smart Money in both of them. He picked Justin and Victor here. Maybe he cursed you both, actually. You could look at it that way.
Oh, shoot.
You know who to blame.
No.
Okay. Zine's team, nothing new, but Zine continuing to do well with it. So definitely a team to, continue to watch out for. One of the best, if not the best, like Mouse 8 players out there. We'll get to the Hoj team. That team is insane. But actually, the next team up here is
okay.
Crazy
Wait. I have a
cool.
question.
Yes.
Would you rather get top 4 in a regional, or would you rather win the Victory Road Tour that Shohei won and get an invite to the automatic phase 2 of the $5,000 tournament?
I think I'm taking top 4 at the regional, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's me.
No, I'm thinking
because think about it, you only go like net like $800 for getting top 4 at the regional, right? But then you have the invite to the big prize money tournament. I don't know. You got to think about it.
Yeah, but if you're Zine, you're qualifying for the big prize money tournament anyway.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, you can't do that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I imagine
this
Zine
team-
wanted to go a little bit deeper though, because could have just automatically qualified for the World Championships, not having to go through all of the different hoops that you have to jump through in the Japanese circuit. But Also, he's a strong enough player that I would never have a doubt, considering that he almost won Japan Nats last year.
Yep.
In a non-TPCI region, it might be says Seawell's Mike, and that might be true. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. So the I wanted to point out that this team building group had a really insane run. Like, it's not every day that you get to see, like, so many of the people on a team make it through to day 2 and then do so well as well as they did. That's awesome. And they were cooking too, because, like, look at this shit. Before we even click on it, like, you can just tell there's an Espathra here. And yeah, they're also using Rock Arcanine, which, I know we're talking about Justin using it, but not that many people use Rock Arcanine otherwise. And yeah, Lumina crashing with the Espathra, Terra, Psychic, Life Orb, just damage. It's kind of cool, also kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like, I'm a little surprised that there's not maybe one more piece to take advantage of the Lumina crash drops. Because it's still, it's kind of just the Hydreigon, but that thing also only has Draco Meteor. So, like, I feel like if somebody sent me this team, I would be like, yeah, I feel like you could probably use another special attacker, but it did just get top 4. So, I mean, maybe Psychic off and DD is doing crazy damage into -2 mons.
That's what it's all about.
I lost this.
On the Arcanine?
I forgot it was actually carry I lost to, but I did lose this in GC because I forgot about Mirror Carp Arcanine. I like coached in my Dragonite, and then the Arcanine copied it. And then I forgot about it, and then I was like, oh, I always live Rock Slide here. And then I was also like, I was back to neutral with Scale Shot, and I died. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot he got the Mirror Herb. So Mirror Herb is pretty cool. I ran out
the coolest items of this format.
Yeah, when I ran out the regular Arcanine at an LIC, I also had Mirror Herb. I think it's really cool versus King Gambit, because I mean, you're running a Spathra, you kind of need a lot of King Gambit hit. You have your own AV King Gambit, you have Sneasler, and now you have Mirror Herb Arc of Close Combat. That's pretty cool.
It's also funny, they copied your coaching boost, but if they, like, if you scale shotted on the turn instead, like, it'll copy the speed boost without the defense drop and just be like, where are you going, Dragonite? You're not getting anywhere. Like, I'm faster than you still. That's hilarious. I love it every time.
Yeah, really cool.
Could also copy a Quiver Dance and be faster than a Volcarona if needed. Okay. Yeah, this team it's insane, and yeah, it also features King Gambit, despite being on a Psychic Terrain team, probably pretty necessary for some matchups. AV King Gambit feels like a matchup mon more than, like, anything. Is just like, oh, I can't beat specifically XYZ. I need, King Gambit to help me out here, and that it's a good Pokemon for doing exactly that, because it's got tons of stats when you slap an Assault Vest on it.
Yep.
And yeah, otherwise a really weird looking team.
Yeah, like, the more I look at it, the more it feels like the offensive type chart doesn't look all that great. Like, you have like non-stab Dazzling Gleam on a Spathra, I guess, for Fairy, but like there's a lot of doubling up. We've got 2 close combats, like multiple dark type moves. Like, I don't get it. It's obviously a good team. Davide did so good with it. And like the team, the building group as a whole had a great run, so it is obviously a good team. But I just like it doesn't compute with my brain.
I think that's probably a strength.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just you want to put the fighting type move next to the psychic type move. I think, and that's like the main pin that it seems to operate on.
Yeah, it does have that.
Right, and then I think that really, like, I do think that Indeedee Sneasler is like one of the craziest ways to clean up a game. I feel like it does so well into like almost any team in the back, right? That's why you see it so often as a combination. And so you kind of get to throw almost like whatever you want up front. That's going to put a lot of pressure on your opponent. And so he's got 4 like very good Pokemon that do that. And so I think the team makes a little bit of sense to me, at least. But I also think that one of the things in this format in general is that, like, there's a lot of like weird side spam teams out there and they all do very different things, and they all like click expanding forest. And we saw, Brandon use the Tail Room, Armoroog. We've seen Hard Trick Room. We see we see Executor. We see Delphox. It's just like all sorts of different random side spam teams that you got to get ready to face, and they all do different things. It's hard to prepare for, and sometimes you can spike them at a call when you pick one that people are not expecting.
Yeah, I think that's that last part is the thing that really probably helped carry this team. Is just they were probably going into matchups like I'm playing against Rain. I know what I bring against Rain. And then the opponents are like, I don't know what I do against a Spothra Rock Dog plus Hydreigon and King Gambit. Like, what this? I don't have a pre-baked game plan for this ready. I'm gonna have to think of it right now.
I still don't know. Someone asked me yesterday for DM saying, "So does your team have a spot for matchup?" And I was like, I had to think really hard about it because I don't know what to do versus this too.
You've got a minute and a half. I just handed you my team sheet.
Yeah.
Good luck. You know, like
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really really funny. Okay. Sableye making it's pretty funny. I did skip over Fabian. Fabian had a crazy run, going like 10-0 I think to start, and ultimately finishing in the top 8, with the basically original Elizabeth team, as we've seen it. So just kind of a crazy run, still showing that this team, I mean, it's still got it. And then what is it? The next one, oh yeah, Owi's team, Sableye. So honestly, the rest of it is pretty boring. It's kind of, well, no, there's the Wildlands Mouse. It's a lot like Zine's team that we saw in top 4 with that Doug core, but it doesn't have Doug. It's got a Sableye instead, which they don't do the same thing. I think that much is certain.
It's
It's a funny moveset too.
It is.
Yeah.
Not disable.
Yeah.
and the mouse holds wide lens friend guard.
Yeah.
Not even technically.
I actually brought this one to a regional back in Reg B. And funnily enough, my friend Donald, he sent me when he saw the team. He was like, dude, nobody's been running this since back then. And I'm like, no, it's true. It's because it's conventionally not the strongest. But, like, the thing is, if you don't really care to put that focus sash or safety goggles on your mousehold, your support mousehold, Wide Lens is basically a better Super Fang. You have like a Super Fang that can also do the remaining 50%. Because when we think about like Technician Pop Bomb Mouse with offense investment, it's like OHKOing things left and right. You don't
Right.
need offense investment or the ability to still just do half. Like I remember I played against Aaron Trailer with this set, and like I just went for Population Bomb into an Armarouge, and it did half, and I'm just like, it's just annoying. On top of that, like every single hit can crit, so it's a really goofy
Right.
one.
Makes sense.
Man, I wonder if you ever like reflect and self pop bomb with your bulked up ape. Oh man, that
That's
gets a
kind of
little.
funny. He probably has.
You could, you really
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
That's when you land 3 crits and you do 80% to yourself. by
Yes,
accident.
yes.
Classic.
Joan bringing back the same old team here, so nothing too crazy to write home about, except he's just like Baxcalibur's strongest soldier, which is cool to see. And he also did hit 4 fissures in a stream set, which
That was
He did.
ridiculous.
That was fucking nuts. 4 in a row.
Yeah.
He missed the first one and then hit 4 straight, and like 3 of them were game determinative. Like it was insane. It is
Yeah.
legitimately one of the craziest matches I've seen in my life.
And somehow, the second time we've seen that happen in Scarlet and Violet.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne,
no.
baby. Ting Lu time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so big. That's so funny. Yeah, that, and I mean honestly, if anybody did watch a lot of or most of the stream this weekend, Jamie Boyd's match was also insane. Like he like froze his opponent twice and Dire Claw slept him. But that's what happens when you let Ninetales collect Blizzard.
Should have run
Okay.
Cloak.
Wait, I didn't realize. Oh, this isn't quite the Elizabeth team. It's Golden Go out for Annihilate and some other minor changes here and there. But yeah, Rain had a really good run of it. All right, finally we can talk about 9th place here, the Hoj team. The Hoj team is insane.
Oh my God.
Also a testament to like we were saying, best of 1 teams doing well in best of 3. I think actually Nikolaj here lost round 1 to being late.
Yeah,
I believe
flight
His
was
so.
flight came in late, right?
He said his flight
I
was
think it's-
delayed. Still managed to make it out at 6-2 in day 1. Sorry, phase 1. Swiss phase. Dude, wait a minute. It's updated on standings here. It says phase 1. What the heck? Oh man. But yeah, I've actually played some with this team. Just because I was like, that looks so fun. It looks so funny to run triple ghost, triple normal. And I gotta say, It was right. I was right. It was a lot of fun to
We
play with.
got different
Wait,
worlds. of
wait,
fun,
Alex,
bro. This
hold
looks
up.
frustrating to play against. Well, I mean,
You-
No. Playing it. I'm not talking about playing
Yeah.
against it. I'm talking about using it. Adi, go ahead.
Yeah.
If I asked you to play the team that got top 4 at Monterrey with the same 4 Pokemon except Tyranitar, Klefki in the last 2 slots, you would hate it. This is the type of
Yes.
team you describe as as like your least favorite team imaginable. All you got to do is put a Zoroark in one of those slots, and all of a sudden you think of space. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Zorkar's kind of cool though. To be fair, Zorkar's pretty cool.
Zoroark is cool, but like you hate these teams. You can play with these
I
teams all the time.
I played a game on ladder where I led Zoroark plus Annihilate, bluffing that it was like beat up stuff, and then I don't remember what I did with the Zoroark. The next game I lead Mousehold and I protect it, and they doubled it like they thought it was a Zoroark. It's just so funny.
I brought Zoroark to Baltimore last year, and the funniest thing that I loved is that nobody ever expects Zoroark to be the 3rd Pokemon. It's like, oh, they didn't lead Zoroark. Zoroark is not here. And then you just bring out Zoroark 3rd, and they just don't know what to do.
They're forced to just believe you. Yeah, that's that. You sent out an Ursaluna. That's an Ursaluna 100%. I trust you. It's so, I don't know. Adi, the Zoroark ties it all together because without Zoroark, you don't have 3 normal types and 3 ghost types. But now you have 3 normal types and 3 ghost types. And it's immune to both of those types of attacks or fighting, I guess more notably, fighting and ghost. So,
you're right.
If any of it disguises itself as any of these.
Really effectively. Yeah. You can do exactly what Stefan just described, where you can pretend to be an Ursaluna or pretend to be a Sinistcha and switch into the fighting or ghost type attacks.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
I actually don't let me forget. I have another funny story to tell about me playing with the coach team that I'll save for after stream. But anyways, so yeah, that team is so goofy. I love it. And it's so different than the screens one, Adi. That screen stuff is boring as shit. All right,
I think that he probably just played the Sinistcha Annihilate mode, Ursaluna mode most of the time. Like I think he probably just did that, and he brought the Zoroark occasionally. It
was actually really funny after he won on stream and got interviewed. They were kind of like,
yeah.
So have you gotten to like do stuff with the Zoroark yet? And he's like, I can't really say. I don't want to reveal. Like, you know, like when like it's actually one of the most important Pokemon to be like, you know, shut up about that guy. I don't want to tell you what I'm doing with him. He's a big secret.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. You can't say you never bring it.
Yeah, right. That would be really funny to say. Like, oh, it's my least brought Pokemon, but actually you've been bringing it a lot. Dude, oh man, it's just funny that it works because like Zoroark's been like a joke for most of its history, especially like the regular one. All right, what are some other teams that stand out here though? Ones that are worth talking about. I think Dozo making it as deep as top 16. Dozo Giri, that is. I mean, you always hate to see it. Everyone wants to be still ready for Dozo, but I think if there was ever a time to like disrespect it, like you know. People were starting to think that on the Reg H run back because it was just not doing as well. There was Haze Dragonite everywhere, so people are like, well, if you're bringing Haze Dragonite, I don't have to bring Haze Dragonite because, you know, Dozo's going to lose to you. And then...
I feel like...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, but yeah, so I was actually having this conversation with one of my... I can't even remember who, but like with a couple people the other day, and it's like, I would actually be a little bit curious to look at Victor's schedule. I'm going to try to pull that up myself, but... this does feel like one of those things where if you ask me if you should bring Dozo Giri, I would still say no. Like, yeah, Haze is trending downwards, but there's still so much Haze that you're really rolling the dice. And there's not that much Dragonite hate on this team, really. Like, I guess you have the fast Sneasler, but like, it's not Scarf and DD. I mean, I guess DD is faster, but like, I don't know. Like, this still feels like it would really, really hate to run into like Haze Dragonite with like Ensign.
This team beat Parrish. How do you beat Parrish? With
what?
Yeah, I'm looking at it. It played like 3 Haze Dragonite. It played a Parrish team. Like wow. I don't know, and they went X2. They did really well. Like they lost their last round.
Okay,
that's
to a Haze Dragonite, but
Victor, he's like Dozo's like strongest warrior, and I knew he top
Yeah.
cut ELP with it too. I think it's just like Amani's always
They beat-
playing well,
They
and
beat Torbjorn round 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
in the
really?
Victor mirror.
Yeah,
That's
and then
And it's
lost in top cut.
oh shoot, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
got him on the run back, dude. He got his revenge from round 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
but he lost round 2 to a Haze Dragonite.
Yep.
Okay, he did beat a Haze Murkrow.
Right, and then beat
That's pretty
Parrish, and then beat another Haze Dragonite.
He beat
And then
Haze
lost to
Dragonite
one
here?
in
Okay.
in round 12.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
So you know,
My guy
like
knows
2
how to
and
play
2 and
against
2
it.
against Haze. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Like
considering
if
it's
you
right
go 2-2 against the Haze Dragonites, and you could expect to face 4 of them in a tournament, like that's pretty reasonable,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always rooting on Dozo's downfall, of course, but it is still like noteworthy to see that it's able to make it up there. Hard Trick Room is the other one that is kind of like matchup fishy. Like it'll get you when you're not ready for it. But I don't think we saw Hard TR do too well over here. We saw some pretty weird Trick Room kind of looking builds. Like what Brandon Davis was doing, but I don't even know if I call that Hard Trick Room. Like when I think of Hard Trick Room, I don't think of our Chaladon and Salamence and Flamigo, so that's just nuts.
Yeah,
But Luke
that's a
Bauer's team,
tail
that's also kind of hard TR, but it's got a Charizard. He ran like Scarf, right? Yeah, Scarf Charizard. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. I liked Bononomi's team, personally. I just like that looks like a team that I would actually rock with. I think that the like hyper offense type approach. It's like also kind of like Geo's team. I think what we saw from Toronto. Like he's a big fan of running Specs Gold with Tailwind whims, but like this is loaded dice Dragonite, not like Choice Band. It's got Evil Ape. That's just what I've been calling it shorthand. I don't really know if there's a better
I like that.
name for it. I just call it Evil Ape because it's evil. It can do anything, dude. He can do all of it.
Bro, it's
He's
Low Kick, Incineroar, and Grass Knot Whims.
Yes.
This is crazy.
They got some stuff on here. Low Kick really good for getting rid of those King Gambits. Hilariously, like I don't want to damage myself. I'm just gonna Oko you.
I mean, I guess
No,
it's kind of like
that's-
this doesn't really have good pivots, right? So you're not really like a party shot or
Well,
U-turn.
like I had on the original Garg team at LAIC, I had
Yeah.
Drain Punch on Instant for the same reason, where I was like, I
Oh,
didn't want to be
God.
clicking U-turn ever, so I was like, I'll have Drain Punch for the Gambits. It's fine, but it's so cool to see like Grass Knot on the Whims as well. Like, is Grass Knot even good right now though? Like, what do we have that's like heavy?
I have no idea.
Ursaluna.
Oh yeah, no, that's so
Ursa's a
valid.
big one.
Yeah,
I was thinking
Ursa.
about it. This team I think is Geo's team. It's got one
Yes.
Pokemon different and some sets different. But yeah, it's basically just Geo's team.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yep.
right.
Sneeze Learn instead of Annihilate. Yeah. And like I said, sets. Grass Knot crazy.
very different stats, like scale. I know Gio's a big fan of the Choice Band Unite, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
Terrifying Dango, and we just talked about the instant set. Mirror Her with Low Kick is definitely not something you see every day.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool. They were cooking with this. Every single mon on this team has a little bit of freak to it, except Garchomp. Garchomp's just like super vanilla.
Yeah, Garchomp's
actually,
normal.
the Dragonite's pretty vanilla too. Never mind. Okay. Let's see. This one was notably Triple Dance. We talked about Double Dance. This one's Triple Dance, which I thought was like, you are overindulging in the dances because that's Swords Dance and Swords Dance and Quiver Dance, all backed by
That's
Unaware
way
Fables.
too much
Sure.
dances.
Yes, I think it's a lot of dancing, but it made a deep run. So I don't know. What are we talking about? It's a solid run.
I feel like that team is an Oricorio for sure.
The
Frostmoth.
Frostmoth.
Yes.
Oh,
So you can't get Blizzard Freeze.
I
Mother.
mean, that like my biggest problem with Frost, like I think Frostmoth is a cool Pokemon. I just look at its speed tier and just be like,
It's too
wow,
slow.
this thing
Yes.
doesn't outspeed anything at +1.
No.
Like, this thing's so bad. But I mean, Veil Ninetales, that'll help. Double Fake Out, that'll help. And obviously, Tailwind on the Dragonite. He found a way to make it work, and that's cool. There are a few people on Limitless who are like really, really strong Frostmoth supporters, just people who will run Frostmoth all the time, and I'm sure that they are so happy to see a Frostmoth in top 32.
You said +1 is too slow to outspeed anything. Well, I think it got to like +4 on stream. Unfortunately, it still missed KOs. That was
They
the
didn't
big.
kill the Basque Legion with +4 rain boosted Terror Blast. It lived on like 5.
It was so sad. It was so
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah.
Man, pretty funny though. Yeah, I mean, like the rest of the team, somewhat vanilla, boring. But there's a Frostmoth there. That's kind of hype. It would not be happy to see Stealth Rock Scarred coming.
No,
I
it
gotta
wouldn't.
say. Nor would it be
Expulsion's
happy to see Copper Raja in Gen 8. Remember setting up the steel type stealth rocks? I don't know if anybody remember those ones. I made a viral
I
tweet with
did
that.
not know that was a thing.
You can Oko Frostmoth and Snom with entry hazards if you set up 3 layers of toxic spikes and steel stealth rocks and regular stealth rocks. It does just get Oko'd by entry hazards.
Good to know.
I did have a game. I think I brought up this story on my team report with Adi, but there was a really early iteration of the Garg team where I was running Ceaseless Edge Samurott, and I did have one game on High Ladder where a guy switched in a Volcarona and took 83% to hazards.
Oh my god.
Find singles.
No. You gotta run boots. Gotta run boots to counter Pengy's team.
Yeah. Boots Volk.
Yeah, that's the Pits meta. You got to bring boots on your Volcarona.
I did a coaching session earlier today with somebody running a Sun team and played against Scarf Cleavor. And like Marco Sun just has got nothing for switching it on stealth rocks consistently. Like
No,
that's
it
just
doesn't.
it's a tough look. Like, get me out of here. Leave me alone.
Sniper has better results than Cleavor. Think about it too.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
Let's go Scyther. Let's see. There were some other cool teams here.
So, One thing I want to quickly bring up while we're looking at this page is you see the 9-3s go all the way down. Obviously, 10-2 makes top cut. 9-3s, there were a couple in top 16, and it goes all the way down into the top 64. So there's a very big variance with the same record that you can get. Just something to keep in mind when you're thinking about, Pittsburgh regionals. I know obviously Monterrey was a very different size.
UHD was similar to the 9-3s would bubble out as well.
I do like to think that, like, especially because you can obviously get top 16 with the Swiss +1 when you have X3s getting into top 16. I always kind of consider that just bonus for a couple people, and I would never expect to be top 16 with 9-3, right? It's like I think it's just it's probably just healthier to expect 32-64 with that record. Does it go all the way to 128?
No. It's 44 to 15
No.
is what I'm seeing here. So
okay.
just shy of 30 then. And 2 snuck into that.
Yeah, 2 got the bonus money.
Yeah.
And so from teams that we should talk about, I want to talk about the guy who lost to Joan on stream, because part of the narrative that I don't think we mentioned was that he had the craziest team. It's Jacob Margaret's. This team was insane, and honestly, he probably should have won that set. But you can see, obviously, the Wheezing Toad Squirrel combination that we haven't really seen in a while. The King Draw that we normally see on
Bullet Seed, bro. What do you mean it's Bullet Seed on the thing?
Well, yeah, you got to support your Archaludon.
Yeah.
The Compe went crazy. The Compe, you proc the Arc and you heal it back up. I think he healed up the Kingdra at some point too, which is pretty cool. I don't know. This team was kind of sick.
This team is crazy, dog. What is this?
I just think that they're like a big fan of Wolf, and they're just running all of Wolf's like favorite Reg 8 strategies, whether that's Kingdra or Wheezing Toad Squirrel. No,
yeah,
it's
Mons, yeah.
But Wolf never ran Comfey, as far as I remember, so that's cool. Comfey's an original one here. It's funny to run safety goggles on it because it has it notably has taunt if you wanted to stop spores for your friends, and its priority goes before Rage Powder already. So yeah, interesting, but I mean, maybe it just needed to be consistently on the field next to Grass Archaludon, so they can't spore anything. That's a good way to shut down an Amoonguss board or whatever. That one's super goofy.
Yeah. The other team at 9-3 that I definitely wanted to highlight is Benjamin Bulow. Oh, you got Joe Perella. Okay, that one too.
Perella's so good.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about this one too. I didn't see this one.
Slacking.
Yeah.
It's 2-2-2, dude. It's just a Didi Sneasler, Dozo, Giri,
Yeah,
Weezing,
But it's
Slacking.
2-2-2
not even
with
like that
funny,
cool,
though.
but slacking is funny. But it's still all Dozo teams look the same, bro. They just slap on Didi Sneasler or Dozo Gary, and then another 2-2 of their choice. It just
Yeah.
Yeah, the
It's how
aura
it
has
is.
to come from the last two, and slacking wheezing is pretty good aura for a 2-2-2.
I guess so.
Poison gas and
don't know.
Will-O-Wisp, baby. Let's go wheezing.
This is pretty repulsive. I'm not gonna lie. I would hate to be across from this.
What's the one you wanted us to look at again, Audi?
Benjamin Bulow, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce his name. But they were top 64, I think. But at
Oh, top
9-3.
64. Okay.
I think they were 9-3. Maybe not. Maybe they went 8-4. They had a Rotom wash, is what I'm looking for.
Oh,
8-4.
I love Rotom
unfortunately.
Wash.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is
Dave
this?
Chomp in this economy?
Why lens? Will-O-Wisp.
How
Amazing.
many do you think he still missed?
No.
Probably a lot.
Like 93 is not 100.
No.
That's insane.
He's not missing any Electrowebs. That's kind of nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like
What-
the
what does
Rotom Wash.
Rotom Wash do,
Rotom Wash
though?
is so
Oh, wait a
funny 'cause,
minute.
Like,
This is sneaking
oh,
past
cool.
me.
Calm Mind
That's-
City. That's
That's
pretty
Calm
cool.
Mind Strike Set. What the
Oh,
heck?
that's cool.
I like that. I like that more than the Rotom Wash. That's cool.
I remember when Cine first dropped in Scarlet and Violet, and this was one of the first ways people were trying it with Heat Proof as well to get rid of the fire weakness, and people were thinking that it could just be kind of like a game-winning drain tank, not necessarily with Strength Sap, but just the healing that you get from Matcha Gotcha on its own. Pair that with like it also, I think it does get Nasty Plot too. Maybe I'm
It
crazy
does.
on that one. Okay.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you can just like have it stick around forever. The problem is that like grass isn't amazing offensive coverage for like something trying to sweep a whole game. And it just is a
Every
little
team
too slow.
resists grass in this format, I feel. There's just way
Yeah.
too many steals and fires.
Yeah, unfortunate for that set, but it's still fun to think about. I don't know. Maybe in Champions it'll have time to shine like that. Instead, I mean, it's already doing very well for itself as is. Sinistcha is quite a cool Pokemon in the current format, so plenty of good finishes.
They're dark.
Okay, you should pull up Boyd's team too. Boyd's team was pretty cool.
God, dude, Boyd was running some very choice picks. I think that Sneasler was like slower than the Ninetales, maybe. No, it was slower than that. Like I think it was like it wasn't just like it was like really slow. I feel like is what I saw on stream.
What do you think
I
about
feel
that?
like that Steeler is just bad incineration. It's even Terra Dark. Like I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but
He's
I do
running
think
Giant
that
Claw.
I guess the poison cover. What does poison cover? Like fairy types? I guess like you kind of already beat fairy types.
Is it just me, or does this team just really hate to see opposing Basque Legion coming? Like, why is that Cerulege, not Shadow Sneak?
But yeah, there's no last respects to resist besides the Terra Dark, right?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited to see Boyd's team report whenever he publishes it to see the response to all of our
It's
criticism.
cool,
I'm
though.
sure.
Like, Saru is a really cool Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, he has taken clips from Tub Takes and put it in his team reports before. So anything you
I
say
know,
here
no.
is liable to be in the report.
Hello, JB Boy
Hello.
viewers.
Jamie,
Well,
I think
I'm
this team
curious
looks
what's on its
horrible,
way to.
dude.
Sterilege is cool though. I actually was looking at Sterilege before in the past. That's a cool one. Magnezone though, I don't know what Magnezone's doing here.
I thought the Magnezone was cool. I actually really like it.
It's a cool
Like,
Pokemon.
It's like really hard hitting pivoting, right? Like slow volt switch is really good, and you get to
That's like the single set
pivoting is good
though.
right now.
well, there's not a lot of ground
Yes.
coverage outside of the Ursalunas. So, like, it's not, like, its double weakness to ground is not in the worst spot it's ever been in.
True.
Are you not worried about Terra Ground Blast Ninetales at all?
Oh, no,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
so right.
that also did day two, right?
Hold
Or
on,
phase
hold
two,
on.
phase two,
Let
phase
me
two.
find it. Oh, you got it. You're learning.
Phase two, phase two.
All right, here. This one. It was actually the exact same type of team as Lele's. Just a couple of things different, like water here, citrus here instead of safety goggles, and then ground blast instead of icy wind. Which honestly, I don't know. Icy wind's a pretty nice move, but also getting to hit golden goes with your Ninetales, which is normally completely walled by it. That's pretty fun. Definitely interesting.
Yeah.
You can just freeze the Goldengos.
That's
That's
true.
also
That
true.
will work. That will work. Yeah, I did want this. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think then we might be coming up here on the end because a lot of the other teams, there's like, maybe some interesting sets on them, but nothing too out of the ordinary team comp wise. I mean, we've seen a lot of these types of strategies in the previous Reg H run, so they shouldn't be brand new to anybody that was paying attention to those ones. And if this is your first time playing Reg H, of course, all of those tournaments are going to be the best way to catch up on and learn about what's like good in the current metagame. But you also could just skip past that and start looking at the recent tournaments too. There's the stuff that's sticking around is good. You don't really need to respect P2 or Dragapult. Apparently, those guys they can't really quite do it anymore. Sad.
Yeah.
I think we probably do have enough time actually to play Calc is Right though. So let's do a quick Calc is Right
Yeah, let's
here.
do it.
All right.
There was one we talked about earlier. I can't remember. Oh, it was how much does freeze dry do to a Basket Legion? I'll start us off with that. I'll start with that. So let's say it's like Sash, Ninetales, Terra Ice, freeze dry. So it's max special attack timid, freeze dry, into a Basket Legion with literally 0. Because I feel like the most common Basket Legion runs just a bit of defense to have a better chance to live glide, and then attack and speed. So a no bulk Basket Legion whatsoever, taking Terra Ice freeze dry from a Lowland Ninetales. 252 timid. When you're ready, just say out loud, like, I'm ready, and then I'll call on people to give your answers.
I'll go last because I have a pretty good idea, I think.
I'm ready.
All right.
I also think I have a pretty good idea because I literally ran this set at Toronto to beat Basket Legion.
Well, then, Justin, tell
and
me
I'm
what the
pretty
wrong
sure-
answer is, because they think that they're better than you.
The wrong answer? Shoot. I mean, I was gonna say like, it's Terra Ice. Basket Legion is like, it has like a really high HP stat, but I was gonna say like 75 or 80. I was thinking.
Which one?
Oh shoot.
You gotta pick one. Gotta pick a single number.
I'll do 75. Ninetales is a really low special attack stat, but it is Terra
right.
Ice boosted. But I would say 75.
Wait,
All
you
right,
said
Adi?
it did Terra Ice.
It did.
Huh?
No, I said it Terra Iced. I said it Terra Iced. If you want to throw that in
Yeah,
there.
Terra
You
Ice.
said Terra Ice freeze dry.
Yeah.
With Max Timid, I thought that with Terra Ice it would kill. Maybe I'm misremembering my calcs, but I'm
There's
going
no way
with.
that goes, right?
I was gonna say 37% to kill.
I was gonna say
so-
100% because I think it's a roll to kill or a favorable roll to kill.
All right,
but I'll
Adi's
say roll to
picking
kill.
100. All right, so Pengy, you got to pick a number, like just like the percentage number. So
Alright,
do you want 99? You can't do the same as somebody just because it's more fun that way. So do you want 99,
I'll
101?
say 96.
96. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I really went really low. I know. I don't have faith. I'm not gonna lie.
You can
Ninetales
tell
are
which
low,
one of
low.
us was not running freeze dry on the Ninetales.
I mean, yeah, I never ran. Well, actually, I ran freeze dry on specs before, but I never.
So here's the
ran
thing.
Stack.
Freeze dry always does less damage than you think it does. That's like the number one rule about clicking. Freeze
It's a
dry.
pretty low.
Oh, that's
damage
not doing
power
100.
move.
That's not doing 100. I could.
Oh, yeah.
That's doing like 80.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, that's like fair
shit.
enough. Wow.
Yo,
all
I
We
was
missed.
got
close.
caught.
Oh wait,
got
we all
caught.
got
Let's
That's
go. Let's go.
Wait,
Close enough.
what did you say, Justin? 75, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're not. I had Force Spit F, and the Force Spit F actually was doing a lot of work. It's up to 77. But
Yo, no.
you should have gone for your 80. But actually,
Oh wait, we're supposed to do Pittsburgh smart money. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
I actually
Pittsburgh-
forgot to do a
about the
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh
preview
preview.
at all.
Oh my god. Yeah, we totally.
Um,
what do you guys know about
okay.
Pittsburgh? What do you think about when you think about Pittsburgh? Justin, you go first.
For smart money.
No, just about Pittsburgh, the city. This is a Pittsburgh preview.
Oh, like what do I think of the city?
Yeah. First thing you think about when you think about Pittsburgh.
Oh man.
What do you associate with the city?
Dude, I don't know. It's not a really great city. I feel.
You got nothing, no associations.
I can't think of many good things. Like when I think of Pittsburgh, I think of nothing. I can't really think of much. It's like it's an okay place, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Eagles. You know?
You are going to Pittsburgh, right?
I am going to Pittsburgh. Yes.
Okay. And you're going for the tournament, and you don't have any plans while you're there. No, nothing looking forward to.
No,
Okay,
nothing to
cool.
look forward to, really. Yeah, it's Pittsburgh.
Stefan, are you coming to Pittsburgh? What do you think
I
about when you think
am.
about Pittsburgh?
We're going to a baseball game, so I'm gonna say the Pirates.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
Alex, any Pittsburgh thoughts while we're doing the Pittsburgh preview?
No, nothing I'll mention. That's
You're
noteworthy
not
because
coming, right?
I have not been. I have not been, and I'm not going. So,
I don't think
um,
I've been either. I might have stopped there at one point on a road trip or something, but this will be the first time. I think of the Wiz Khalifa song "Black and Yellow" because all the sports teams are black and yellow.
Oh,
In
yeah,
Pittsburgh.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
my
yeah,
Pittsburgh
yeah.
fun fact. And also because as you can see here, I'm an Iowa Hawkeye fan, and we also wear black and gold, so it's kind of our anthem too, even though it really isn't. But I still sing it like it's our anthem.
Well, so we're
all right,
doing
we
a
can do
mini
smart money
preview
now.
here, really quick. Just one other thing is, either of you guys can maybe tell me the answer. What's the attendance on this one looking like?
Mm.
It's
That's
like
fine.
920.
That sounds about
920
right. Yeah.
for mixed divisions, right?
Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty nice. That's
902
that's-
actually.
902.
Okay, got it. Maybe some people got in their last second whatever refunds. Okay, cool. Justin, we'll start with you. What's your smart money for Pittsburgh?
I'll do Marcus Dion.
All right, he's running it back, taking another stab at it.
Bring it back. Yeah, I have faith. I got faith.
All right, Pengy, over to you. Who's your smart money?
I'm going to the Ryan Lassetto.
Ryan. All right.
We're going all Canadian.
Yo. All right. Adi.
All right, I'm picking someone who did not go to Monterrey but finished very well on the Victor Road Tour that happened the previous weekend. Joe Ugarte.
Okay.
Finally using a team that's better than that dog shit Sun team that he used all format.
Dude, it's funny. I feel like we actually missed talking about some of the food poisoning stuff that happened in Mexico because Ray Rizzo was supposed to be playing in Monterrey.
Yeah, he had really bad food poisoning, sadly. Everyone got food poisoning too. Jin got food poisoning, and he still made it.
Jin popped off with food poisoning. It was a buff
I know.
for him.
he had the good kind.
Dang, that's crazy. A little bit of adversity will push you far, I guess. Dude, I'm blanking on who I want to pick for this one and who's going.
Yeah, well, you got to have a backup plan that you can always pick whenever you don't have a name, which in this case is Joe Ugarte because he goes to every event.
Right,
that's true.
Right, that's true.
That's a good one,
dude. I'm gonna grab Rajan. I'm gonna grab Rajan because I think that I've been seeing what he's cooking. It looks fun, so yeah, why not?
That team was crazy when the local left. I saw that. Good bet.
Okay. Should we? I don't know. I guess we should probably finish playing Calc, right? We'll go through it quick. I won't try to take too much of your guys' time. So, who has a Calc ready to go next?
I got one.
Justin, what you got?
We're talking about Spaffa earlier. I actually don't know any Spaffa Calc, but 252 modest Terra Psychic E-Force versus a just a 4 HP Goldengo. I think that'd be a good one.
Okay. Bulkly, pretty much bulkless Goldengo. And I'm assuming it's still spread from
Yeah, still spread. It's spread. Single target's gonna do it a little bit too much, I feel.
Right. Okay.
I do not know any Espath or Calcs. I don't even know what special attacks that is.
I also don't know either. I think it'd be a good one though.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, this will be tough.
I've got my number. I'm ready.
I got
I'm ready.
number.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready too.
Wait, who's gonna start? Everybody's
you pick because you presented the.
Oh,
Calc.
I pick. Okay, Alex, you go.
All right. I'll go for 70. You didn't say it's any helping hand, right? It's just
no
okay.
helping hand.
Yeah, let's go for 70 then.
Wait, sorry. What is it's a Spathra into Goldengo? You said?
Yeah. Terra Psychic E-Force.
Terra Psychic E-Force. The Goldie isn't Terra. It's just no.
The Goldie is bulkless. That's a bit of.
The Goldie is bulkless. And what's the
4
Spathra
HP.
item? It doesn't have.
It's the orb one. It's the one that's top 4.
Oh, it's life orb. Okay.
Yeah, life orb top 4 set. Yeah.
Okay. And Alex, you said 34.
No, I doubled that. What? I said,
sorry, you said 68.
I said 70.
Sorry,
I said 70.
Yeah,
you said 70. Okay.
Yeah, you're 70.
You're scaring me, dude. Just give me your number already.
I don't know where I got that from.
Yeah. You can go, Eddie.
I got that because I was gonna pick a much lower number. I think. I'm gonna pick 45. I think it's not doing that much. I do not believe in this Pokemon.
Okay, Pengy.
I was gonna go with 55.
55.
Right. Let's first figure out this Pokemon's special attacks at 101. Wow, its bulk
That's
is
higher
not
than I
the
thought.
best. I
That
in a
is
practice
higher
set
than I
already
thought.
in the past couple days, I O-code it with a hurricane from Pelipper, and I was like, what is this bird rocking, dude? What is happening?
It does not
So
have
I
stats.
was yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay, so we gotta bring this all the way down to 4, 0. Then we gotta put some stuff here. Modest. That's good. Psychic Terrain, then Expanding Forces here. Throw on a Offense Terra. I'm probably not gonna be right, but that's okay. Let's see.
Ooh.
So I think I got everything in here. Golden Go, your leftovers is throwing off the vibe.
53
Um,
is. Hmm.
So yeah,
Damn it.
53 to 6. I think that looks right. Did anybody
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah, I said 55.
Then you're in there. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally,
you're in.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Adi, you went under, right? You said it
I went
wasn't
lower. I said 45.
Yeah, and then I said 70, which is like not that close to the upper end, so not the best. Oh well. All right. Does anybody else have a calc ready to go?
I have a fun one for you guys.
Do it.
All right, let's hear it.
So Max Modest Archaludon with Terra Electric and +1. Thunderbolt into a +1 special defense, max special defense, Terra Flying Garganackle.
Is it
Bro,
max
I saw
HP,
this.
max special defense?
I saw the set. Wait, oh, I forgot
Jeez,
how
I
much
have
exactly.
that-
So basically,
Max Modest
just
Archaludon.
basically Terra Steel or Terra Electric Arch clicking T-Bolt into Terra Flying Garg, but Moranga and Power are like
No
Moranga
veil,
and
right?
Blood
No,
so
no
it's
veil.
no veil, no veil.
Yeah.
No veil.
Okay.
Sure, I got to guess.
I think I'm good to go as well.
All right. Let's start with Adi.
I feel like you wouldn't be bringing this calc up if it killed or came close to killing. So I'm gonna say 70%.
Okay. What do you think, Alex?
I'm gonna go for the higher end. Like maybe it just barely didn't kill. So I'll say like 92. Like it just hung on, but like maybe it's doing a lot.
Okay. Justin, you saw this, right?
Yeah, I saw it. It was like I want to say it was like 70. It was like close-ish. I remember correctly. I think it was like 76. It looked close
Alright.
on the stream set at least. I don't remember exactly. But
We're talking like you said. What was the arches? Max Modest, right?
Max
Yeah,
Modest,
we'll go with Max Modest.
All right.
And you
Max
said Terra
Modest.
Electric, right?
Terra Electric, yeah.
Cool, we got that here.
Terra Electric Thunderbolt at
And
plus
+1.
one.
Yeah, the
But
plus
the
ones are
guard.
going to cancel each other out,
They
but
pretty much
yeah,
just cancel
we'll
each other out.
yeah.
I remember looking
yeah,
close.
that's
seems
correct.
right.
Yeah.
Then
Let's go flying. Terra flying, +1 spin F.
Yeah, we'll just do this. That one. Here we go. Oh my god. +1 Terra
Oh.
Electric. Yeah,
So
yeah.
He like high rolled then.
No
Yeah.
way.
So like
I
he,
mean,
like,
I guess
super high roll.
no.
Okay.
Garg doesn't actually have that impressive of a specially defensive kit. Like it's 190. Like that's just fine. Dang.
Yeah.
It's good because you don't need to put the EVs anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah, sure. The 130 defense does a lot of work.
Mhm.
Uninvested, it's almost the same as the Spadef.
Yeah.
I swear
Actually,
that
there
more,
was
bro.
I had to
Crazy,
mess
honestly.
around a little bit with the like initially I was running a little bit of defense and I was like, oh, I could just go max careful and give P2s an attack boost. That's awesome.
Nice. Yep. All right, Adi, you got one for us?
All right, I got one. Yeah, okay, we're doing a Magnezone calc. Choice Max
course.
Magnezone with analytic, clicking
Yep.
Volt Switch into a Terra Flying Tyranitar with an Assault Vest that has, let's say, 252 HP for Spadef.
Is the sand up?
The Magnezone is max modest. The sand
Wait, so
is
how-
up, but it's a Terra Flying.
How does analytic work again?
Don't tell him!
if-
Don't
if
tell him!
the
Don't
last
tell him!
It gets the analytic boost. It is
Yeah,
Magnezone
okay,
goes
so
after
T-Tars-
Tyranitar.
Okay.
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 It has
Actually, I'm
analytic.
ready.
and it's active.
It's not
moving.
Terra Electric on the Magnezone, right?
No, it's
No,
not.
but it was Terra Flying.
So Specs
Yeah,
Volt
okay.
Switch with Analytic, Max Modest versus what's the T-Tar?
252 for AV. Terra Flying.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Got it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Hmm. Okay.
I got my
think
number. I
got
got
one.
my number.
Okay. Everyone good?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll start with Alex.
All right. Give me 80? I don't know. Maybe I'm going 80. I'm going 80.
All right. Justin, you've used Tyranitar before, right? What do you think?
I never used
You-
Tyranitar,
you-
but
You never used
Oh.
Tyranitar? Okay. What do you think?
but it doesn't have the sand boost, so I was gonna say like 90.
90? And
Analytic's
Stefan?
strong.
I was gonna say 90 as well, so I'll just bump it up to 95 to be different.
All right. All right.
All right. Let's run it.
Tyranitar.
Really? You've never used
Terrifying.
Tyranitar before? I whiffed on that.
I've never used Tyranitar in any major, no.
Terra, this thing. We got Calc default. Terrifying Specs Analytic. You know it's in there. Okay. Volt Switch. Oh my god.
Let's
What
go.
the heck? So that's hold on. The odds are well, I guess now that's just the odds to kill. Okay. But
We got it right.
Oh, I'm not in there. I'm not in
Yeah.
there, but both you guys are with your
Both you guys
90 and
are.
95. Oh, dang.
Dude, it's strong, bro. Tyranitar loses so much bulk when it Terras. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Man. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. That's so funny. I don't know if we missed anything else in the preview section. Oh, in the preview we usually talk about just like for ideas for smart money, we go through the history of previous Pittsburgh. Sorry that I whiffed on that one. I'm gonna blame Audi partially for it because I posted the topic stock and he didn't question me. So we'll
Okay,
we'll
but
share the
also,
blame.
I'll give you the history. There's been one Pittsburgh regional. It was won by Riley, I believe. He beat Wolf in the finals.
True.
And that's it. That's the history of Pittsburgh. We got
True.
and we talked about
Cool.
what we think about Pittsburgh. We got our Pittsburgh preview.
yeah.
Yep. Wait, I actually already forgot my smart money. Oh, I picked Rajan. Yeah. cool.
Who also top cut that Pittsburgh regional, by the way.
Oh,
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, that's why I picked it. This I saw him
Justin,
in
did
the
you cut
list
that
in
one?
my
I
head.
feel like you might have cut that one.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I lost my one and then to I forgot,
Oh,
I forgot who. Yeah.
Dang. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this week on Tub Takes. Thank you both for joining us, and of course, congrats on your finishes this past weekend.
Thank
It's a lot
you,
of fun,
thank you.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. I'll go ahead and figure out who we're going to throw the raid to. Maybe Audie's looking at it now, but in the meantime, if you're here now, here at the end, and you didn't catch the beginning, this is going to be posted on YouTube tomorrow, so definitely check us out on YouTube. CK49 on YouTube is where Audie posts them. And yeah, otherwise, we'll catch you next week. We'll be talking about Pittsburgh, reviewing that one, and hopefully having some awesome guests. You know, maybe we'll get some of these guests back on because they're actually both going. Best of luck to you both at the tournament. Maybe we'll be seeing you next
Run
week.
it back, Justin.
Let's run it back.
All right. You guys have a good night. Catch you around. Peace.